Story, Sean. I'm just waiting for Giddy to come in here. That's why I was quiet. Don't know where he is. I already missed him there a few minutes ago, so I don't know what the story is. But he's only on the phone to him. Hope you're well, bro. Where is he? There's a protest on tonight, Sean. That's why I think this way is going to be very quick. I think there's a protest tonight over in Tala. We're going to be talking about that one anyway. The centre. So I'm just waiting for the other lad and whoever else is going to come in. That's Craig.
You're all right, bro.
That's what I was just saying to Sean there. It's probably going to be a quiet live because other lives are on at the moment.
I'll tell you the truth. Do you want me to tell you the truth what happened?
What?
I walked past me curry that I made yesterday. And it was just like, it smelled so good. So I just had to have a cheeky fucking little dip into it.
That's the one you were waiting for today, wasn't it?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's just nice. You leave it curry for 24 hours before you eat it.
I'll make curry man straight away and it's gone.
Oh, no. See, that's where the magic happens. You leave it 24 hours after you make it.
Marinating and all that, yeah. Fuck that shit, man. I just beat it.
No, I make a Jamaican curry, like. Either lamb or else beef.
I'm not mad about lamb myself. You probably alright, yeah.
I love the lamb.
Chicken curry. Just get a chicken out of Duns.
Stop. That's just, what do you call it? That's just too much sneaky, cheeky fucking. Do it properly. All fresh ingredients. That protest has ended up there now.
It's ended?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's went off their lives, like.
I don't know, I'm surprised, man. There's nobody coming in here tonight at this time.
People will.
How are you, Sylvie? Hope you're keeping well.
Guten Tag.
Do you want to talk about that centre anyway?
Yeah, well, and get a few people in. No point talking about now because then you're just repeating yourself. We'll talk about curries for the moment.
Any sign your lad now?
No. You can share this out to him, can't
you? Yeah.
Good, Sylvie.
But you mightn't even come in, man.
Well, if he comes in, he comes in. For now, we both know the reason why. So leave him be if he has things to be doing. Yeah. So getting back to the curry there, Mousy, gonna have to teach you how to make your real homemade curry. Get all the ingredients together and teach you bit by bit. What do you think? I'll get A in his apron for you.
Win your ass. I might not bleeding TikTok shit.
Yeah, fucking love it, you do. Tell the truth.
Yeah, man, it's some bleeding weather out there, isn't it? I was down Dundrum today, I was. I mean, down to Migrant Centre, down Dundrum. I had to show me face. He man said, "Yeah, back. I'm back." And then he went around the corner and he started giving out to his other associate, whatever that was going on, whatever was happening around there. And then there was two lads sitting down on the benches there, and he told them to go away, to go back up. So he started recording them walking the road.
You don't answer me, Derek, for a parcel.
You don't answer. Oh, I'm good there, Sylvia. Yeah, good. Keeping well. Bit stressed out sometimes with the car gone, but yeah, I'm grand. Who's this? Boots. What's the story, bro?
What up?
The bouts is about the house. Yeah, all right, bro. What's story?
Yeah, all good.
I was just teaching Mousy how to do a curry, and he's gonna get A in his penny to come and help him.
You're not
What
talking
about you,
about a
Boots?
female, are you?
Can you do a curry from scratch?
Giddy, can you share this out to your the TikTok subscribers that
Well,
you know?
hold on. I asked the question for sending parcel from France. Mousy,
I
are you
didn't.
getting
Sorry,
this?
Sylvie. I didn't say that. I didn't see that question. Sorry, Sylvie. I
Yeah,
was
right,
saying,
Sarsa.
there's it.
Is it Sarsa or Sarsa?
Soros.
No, Sarsa in it. Sarsa.
Here's
Sarsa in
our
a
pal.
Heron.
Here's our long lost pal Giddy.
Who's that?
How's it going? Derek Giddy at Boots. Long time no see.
How are you, Frankie?
Ah,
How's it going?
Frankie.
Yes.
I knew that voice.
How's it going?
Frankie?
Oh, good.
Are you still unhappy with me?
Saoirse. So Giddy's right, is he?
What?
Sorry,
Are you
Saoirse.
still unhappy with me that I'm a small hat?
Well, no, like you keep promoting.
Could have told me
stuff
that
like
before, Saoirse. I was always calling you Saoirse.
Sorry, I keep on promoting it.
Yeah, Donald Trump. He's controlled by them. Mayor Madelson. I've spoken about this 100 times. He gave him $200 million. He moved the embassy to Jerusalem. He's going to build a third temple.
Okay,
That's going to
try
start.
this one. Try this one, Frankie. Make Russia great again.
Yeah, get rid of Putin. Get rid of Chabad
Yeah, and you check out the new Pope.
He's from
Who was that?
Chicago.
Yeah, he's American,
Yeah. So,
and they're calling him the Lion.
well, they got rid of the Avicii ceremony, which was in 1965, which was instigated by who, the Small Hats. Got rid of the proper Good Friday ceremony. So they've infiltrated the church from the beginning. There's been numerous popes that have been Moranos or Conversos or crypto Jews. So the church has been infiltrated by
I knew
them
it
long
was right,
ago.
Saoirse.
A long, long time ago.
And you say curry's easy, Saoirse. A curry is easy. I make Jamaican curry, so it takes a bit longer.
Yes, catch the Jamaican first.
Well,
Cannon loves it, that the fact that I can actually make a Jamaican curry, believe it or not.
So what's the story of this place over in Tala?
I don't, is there enough people in to be talking about it yet?
Yeah, once you start talking about it, people come in.
Right, so Tala has a new is it called the ADD, the APP Centre or something like that over in Tala, right? It's 41,000 square feet. It holds an estimate of 1,000 to 1,500 refugees this place is going to hold, and it was bought for 5.5 million, with the usual racketeers that are, buying property all over the country and putting migrants in them and making a fortune of the state by getting tax people's money. Yeah.
You know the figures,
So-
Frankie, that's coming into Ireland, do you?
Like your man up at fucking Donegal there yesterday, that rich fucker thinking that he was entitled to come out and say what he was saying. He said, should the Irish are leaving Ireland and all, there's no one to work, we need to bring these workers in here. It's like that scumbag up there that's doing this.
what about Malachi? Because Malachi also said, I have foreigner friends that work in a shop here. I've got, immigrant friends that work at this shop here too. So all these people that you think are heroes are not. That's why I say, if you want a hero, just look into the mirror.
Sorry,
all
Frankie,
these
what
people
we're talking about the illegals that we know fuck all about.
Are we mispitching it?
Yeah, I know. And these people,
Steady,
like
Eddie.
I'm saying, Malachi, who
You're
on the
right, Steady.
surface seems like a nationalist and for Ireland, then the other second he's going, wait a minute, I got migrant friends, immigrant friends that come in. It doesn't matter if they're vetted or if they're good people. All of them are going to go. Same in America, same in Europe. There's going to be a huge renaissance. I'm telling you this right now. There's going to be a huge renaissance. And
Sorry,
the people...
Frankie, can I just say hello to the people in the comments
Go ahead.
before we start kicking off? So, hello everybody in the comments. Just want to say hello to you all. and welcome to the semi-podcast, if you like to call it. We're going to be talking about a lot of political issues that are happening in Ireland. Okay, everybody's willing. Anybody want to put anything in the comments? Don't feel that we're not reading the comments. We are. Sometimes we don't answer back on them because we're in the middle of a conversation, but we will come back to what you say, or if something catches our eye.
You can highlight it, Giddy. Just press on the person's name. You can highlight the comment just so you know.
Yeah. Substairs and yeah, we are like we love people supporting us. We love people coming sharing in and liking and whatever else. We if you have noticed, we have Buy Me a Coffee on the actual app now. So if you want to support us in any way, because of getting out to these places, it's not cheap. It's not easy anymore. As anybody knows, when you go to a supermarket, the price of a pint of milk has gone up. Sure, Jesus Christ, and a loaf of bread is nearly €3 now. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying just for our personal thing, but juice in the car, maintaining it, and now Mousy is off the road, as we know. So we're relying on Boots, and on the other hand, he needs juice, he needs to maintain the car. So anything that you want to throw that way, it all helps, and we appreciate it. Yeah.
You know,
I need
the
to
reason
put
why
that.
the protest was cut short tonight, no?
No, it's not that I was cut short or that like that. It's just I think they spent the hour up there to give out and make it clear. But a good turnout from Tallaght, I have to say.
That's why I said to you before, man. Now that usually on the first day, it's usually good. And then they're protesting every week. People aren't committed.
No, if people are at the end of the day, this is what it is. People aren't willing to die for a cause or fully commit themselves to a cause. It's halfway in, halfway out. They have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They don't have 2 feet in, and that's what you need. You have people with 2 feet in, completely obsessed and devoted to the cause. And
Yeah.
until that happens, there won't be a real big change. But that I'm staying optimistic. That will happen. It will happen very sooner than people think, because people are truly waking up. The Great Noticing has the Great Awakening or Great Noticing, whatever you want to say, is happening. People
Well,
are
Ireland is
truly
having
waking up.
in all fairness, Frankie, the Great Awakening is happening in Ireland. Everybody's realising now that the government is being lied to us, and I think we should leave the EU. And another thing as well, Sauce and Davina, if you are going to Cork, we'll see us down there in person.
Are we doing it? Yeah, we'll be down there, yeah. Cork.
Definitely got to be highlighting Cork 100%. It's going to be a big national. Looking forward to it. And there's another one on the 22nd of June in Dublin, a big national again. And like all the other counties across Ireland are going to start doing the exact same thing. Cork and Limerick and Galway and a few other places are trying to organise. And a big shout out to them up in Carrickmacross. They done a massive like all the people that came out, fair play to them. Bundoran the same. Ballyfermot have to call it out because it's next door neighbour. And Tallaght tonight, fair play to them. It's happening. It's happening. People are waking up.
And that's just the start of it too. And I do hammer on about the small hats, but people are waking up about that. Especially, I'm going to talk for personal preference.
Are we hillbillies
Over
on?
here in America, the younger generations are waking up. And men like Justin Barrett, people say he's a Fed. He's there
Justin
to
Barrett had
disrupt
a heart
them.
attack.
Yeah, whatever. So I just want to.
Justin Barrett had a heart attack. This is what I'm trying to tell you. He had a heart attack. He's actually in
Is that
hospital at the
what
moment.
happened to him? I've seen the ogre. He was in hospital.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope the man's all
you're in the
right.
paper, Boots.
I hope he's all
What?
right, because a man like that will
Sorry,
be
Frankie.
proven
I'm in
right.
the
Can I just
paper.
yeah, I sent you the picture.
Really?
For
Is that
weeks.
me in that?
Yeah, that's you. Yeah.
He's going to be
Fucking
proven
hell.
right. And then when people start going with his rhetoric and
Front
everything,
page is about.
things will get done.
I
Because
don't know.
let
It's
me
a
tell you
front
what, if
page
he's in
thing.
power, your daughter won't get raped, your son won't get attacked.
Whoa,
All
whoa,
those
whoa,
things.
whoa, whoa, whoa! No, none of them words, Frankie. Please.
Yeah, well,
Please.
you're nothing will happen to your kids if he's in power. Sometimes you need a bully. You need a necessary evil to preserve the
Yeah.
greater good.
Well, listen. None of them words, please, Frankie. In the live, please. Refrain from any thing like that. We don't want it spoken about.
Okay, well, like I said, sometimes you need a necessary evil to preserve a greater good. It's like having a hammer or something in glass break when needed, and that's it's needed right now. What's needed is action.
Who are
And
you
people are
talking
waking
about?
up. This
Little?
is just only a
Are
glass
you
half
talking
full.
about? Sorry, Frankie. Are you talking about Little H?
Excuse me?
Are you talking about Little
I'm
H?
talking about Justin Barrett. I said people
Yeah,
like
Little
him
H. Listen
when
to me again. Little H.
They call him, yeah.
yeah, Littler, whatever you call him. Anyway, he is going to be the right person for Ireland because your children will be safe. Your way of life will keep going on.
Is that because of the interview that you saw, Frankie, with him and Ezra?
No, this is on his beliefs and on a whole.
Have
His
you
belief
seen?
as National Social.
Have you actually seen the interview with Ezra?
Yeah, him going up and antagonizing Justin.
Yeah, and he says he doesn't speak to Jews.
Yeah, you're saying stuff I'm pretty sure that everyone else knows. He
Yeah,
went
yeah.
antagonized Justin, and also Suzanne, Lady Avira, and Paul, Suzanne. They were there, and their friend Colm, who's also a great noticer as well. He told him to fuck off. So a lot of people told Ezra to fuck off, and it's funny that never got shown in his video.
A lot of people that I know was there as well. I was actually there that day myself.
Yeah,
That's just steady. Action speaks louder.
It's
exactly.
like the actions that we're speaking, and here's the louder. Yeah, Ireland is for the Irish. Yeah, and we will fight. We've always fought above our weight, and we've always overcame everything nearly that we've touched. Yeah, we're not afraid of no country, no land, no nothing. Yeah, we get out of the EU. We protect our own borders. This is my thinking. We secure our own borders and we secure our own people. We have some of the best land for growing fruit and veg and whatever else on this country. Yeah, has some of the best in the world. Same with dairy products. We are self-sufficient, and before we went out of the EU, the pound wasn't much different to the sterling if you think about it. Yeah, we were a poorer country at that stage because we weren't evolved, but now we're starting to get evolved. And now we're starting to, our country's looking a bit more better. It just needs more infrastructure in it. And without the EU dictating to us, saying that we need hate speech laws and all this sort of shit
I mean,
that's
like
coming
the
down the line.
anti-Semitic hate speech laws they just brought here in America. So if you criticize Jews or Israel, you literally get thrown into jail in a prison in El Salvador. Yeah,
Well,
that's what happened.
they're doing it the opposite way around here. They're trying to do it as in you can't speak about coloured people. You can't
Yeah.
speak
Oh yeah.
about.
Oh yeah. And it doesn't
In other
matter.
words,
I
they're
I want
dictating to
everyone.
you
I'm not trying to
how you
overtalk you
speak.
here, Giddy. No, Giddy. I'm going to make a simple argument. And anyone doesn't believe me, go and criticize the small hats. I know we can't call them Jews or whatever. Go criticize them and see what happens. See your bank account get taken away from you, your job, your livelihood, you're being doxxed, your family attacked, all of
They
that.
have no power here.
Oh, yeah, I won't be sure about that
They
because
have
the head of the
no
banks in
power
Ireland are
here.
controlled by them. The head of the banks in Ireland are controlled by them.
I mean,
And
you have
Alan
no fucking
Shatter, by
power
the
to
way,
take
he's
out
Jewish.
help
He let all the
properly.
migrants in. Simon
Out
Harris,
of
Micheál Martin,
curiosity,
your Taoiseach's a
sorry,
fucking Jew. Your Taoiseach's
hold
a
on.
Jew.
Can I just, sorry, Frankie, Ursula von der Leyen, is she Jewish?
No, she's what do you call a Shabbos goy. She was talking about how Europe adherence to the values of the Talmud. I'm sure you saw that short that I got on my channel. I got taken down. I had over 20,000 views on my channel. I got taken down. I've also got another strike on my channel. People don't want the truth getting out there, but it will. And it's not going to start with me. It's going to start with anybody who feels that they need to speak about the truth, because the truth fears no investigation. Now, she and Klaus Schwab and all those people, the globalists, you heard it front and center from her mouth. Europe admires some by the values of the Talmud, I believe, and I'm probably paraphrasing what she said, but she basically said Europe goes by the values of the Talmud. So if that's not an eye opener, who's really pushing the agenda, I don't know what is. Because let me tell you what, they're the ones that have brought the immigrants in. They're the ones who are going to call for transgenderism, LGBTQ, the mixed race mixing. Sorry, the end of the native population, and then the total collapse of the currency. Wherever they go, they suck it dry. They are a literal parasite. And this goes back to even from Ireland, from the famine instigated by the Rothschild, which was a genocide, going back to Cromwell, who was funded by a Dutch Jew called Ben Massia, and goes back to Strongbow, who was funded by the Jews as well to destroy Eire. Now, I keep hammering on by the same thing because the same people in
It's
power.
it's like the Great Reset, basically, what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's all by the same people. It's not
Yeah,
difficult.
I get what you're saying. I get
Yeah,
what you're saying.
It's
But
not
what you think
difficult.
of?
And I'm sure a lot of people do get what you're saying, Frankie. But like, I'll put it this way to you. The way I see it is, those small hats you're talking about, right? It dictates, I should say, what happened in World War II and World War One. Okay, that these people were, you know, unalived. Let's say, right?
And you believe that? So I'm
No,
going to
no,
give
no,
you
no. Hold on.
from
Let
the
me
no
hold
from the
on. Let me
Swiss
get to. Let me finish,
from
Frank.
the Swiss Red Cross.
Frankie.
No,
Hold on.
Giddy.
Let me
If
finish.
you want to go
Hold
into the
on.
proper thing,
Hold
it's
on. Let me finish, Frankie.
280,000.
Frankie, just let me finish. Just let me finish. So,
Anybody
just bear
see
with.
that India sent the fuck you bloody into Pakistan, and Pakistan sent
Yeah, no,
the
I'm going to go to
fuck
the
you
numbers. So
bloody bastard bitch back
The
over
Swiss
into
Red
India?
Cross who were in the camps by everyone was
Hold on a minute,
280,000,
Frankie.
and that was by
Frankie,
typhus
Give me
and
a chance to
disease.
speak.
There was no
Frankie.
gas chambers. There was no concentration camps.
Will you hold on and just give me
Frankie,
let
I
me
had to
finish
mute you.
what I'm saying?
Just let him speak.
Right, just let me finish what I'm saying, right? So
Say it.
basically, the Jews became right. So they were so deeply and harmful. Like so many things happened to them. Okay, believably during that time. Okay, so believably that's what we're led to believe. But yet they're the richest people in the world. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense, is it? The
Okay. Can I
Germans
give you
sold.
my
Hold
opinion
on,
on it then?
sorry. Can I just finish? Let me finish what I'm saying, will you? Now, like seriously, Frankie, let me finish what I'm saying because
I'm
every time
listening.
I go to talk
Finish.
to you, you just keep on breaking into the conversation, and I can't finish what I'm saying. So give me a chance,
I'm
okay?
listening.
So what I'm thinking in my head is, where's all the rich German soldiers that got all that paintings, loot, and everything else that was in that country at that time? Where's it all gone? Because it's not the German soldiers that are rich; it's the Jews.
Okay, so my answer to that is, yeah, you're absolutely right. They are rich. So we're Amalek. So Amalek, Edom, Rome, were they want to destroy us. They want to destroy Amalek. It's in their book. And the number 6 million was already pre-designed. You can go back to New York Times articles from 1924. Years before Hitler, the Austrian painter, took power. So that number is very coincided with their religion. They're obsessed with numbers. And I'll give you a coincidence too. I posted a video. Mashiach ben David is 424 words, and Donald Trump's name in Hebrew is 424 words. So they think he's the Messiah, like how Cyrus the Great is. But I'll go into that later. Anyway, going back, the Germans were set up as the fall guy. They needed a fall guy to perpetuate this state.
Frankie, are you on the fucking Columbia March of Powder tonight?
No, I'm not. I just want. I need. There's going to be no laughing. I'm going to have to say this. So, Judea. As soon as he came into power, there's a huge blockade on German goods and everything. They declared on war on Germany first. It's called Judea declares war on Germany. So when that huge blockade happened, Goebbels insisted on a one day originally boycott of Jewish shops. Now,
Frankie, I don't mean to be rude, but the computer says no, and like, come on, we're not going to go into a big fucking.
You asked.
thing
No,
about...
you asked. I listened to you.
Yeah, I know,
so,
but come on, you're going on a bit too much now. To be fair, yeah.
So, okay, and you'll never get to where you want to be with not knowing this. So anyway,
I will get to where I want to be.
That number,
I can read a book just like anybody else.
You want me to simplify it? I'll let you finish. I'm sorry to talk over you. I'm in a mood today. So the Swiss Red Cross was 200.
But
The
please,
Swiss Red Cross was. You asked me to finish, Giddy. The Swiss Red Cross. I'll simplify it for you. The Swiss Red Cross said it was 270 to 290, maybe 300,000 tops, and that was done by typhus, which Zyklon B was used for, and. To simplify even more, there's no gas chambers, else the German soldiers would have died as well. And that was to create the creation of Israel. And now you can essentially say that the Austrian painter had to help to do that. And that has been causing nothing but trouble.
Let's go back to Ireland.
Yeah, so you brought that up. You said,
yeah,
what
no,
about
I'm just giving you an example.
I'm just confused here.
I'm giving you, Frankie, I was giving you an example. That's all. Nothing else.
Yeah, and Ireland's getting fucked by the same people.
Them?
Look at your tea shop.
Yeah, well, hold on. Why not to trust? I don't trust my tea shop. I don't trust any of them. Yeah, I trust myself. I trust people that are green roots in this country. That's what I trust. I trust the people who are standing up
Do
and
you know who I
shouting
don't
out.
trust, Giddy? And I'm not, and I know you guys. I trust you guys in this. But you don't really know who you can trust. It's when people get absorbed by the limelight, they get stars in their eyes. When they see Rebel News, go on, he's only getting our
That's the
message
story,
out
Big
there.
Irish.
Gotta be Irish.
That people will sell out instantaneously.
I forgot to
and
read and
it
send you
will
the message,
surprise
Big
you
Irish.
what type of people will sell out. So you can't really trust anyone. Who can you trust?
Well, hold on a minute, right?
Conor
So
McGregor's
in
going to
Ireland,
fatten
currently,
his own pockets. President doesn't have any power. Maliki, who wants to be his Taoiseach runner, he was found out to be a fraud. He destroyed the fucking movement in East Wall. Paul O'Neill and Suzanne has probably told you multiple times. So if you want a hero, you need to look in the mirror. And as Albert Pike said, 33 degree Freemason, he said, if the people want a hero, we shall give them one. So the people need to start recognizing the true enemy within. Who's behind the currency collapse? Who's behind the migrant problem? Who's making us fight with one another? Where does this divide and conquer come from? Then there will be real.
Yeah, well, I get your point, Frankie, but there's a few more people on the inside that are instigating what's going on in Ireland as well. With David Mooney, people like that. And that's what I would like to concentrate on. The inside Ireland, what's happening inside our country.
Yeah.
I like to
So
highlight that.
Alan
That's what I like to
Chatter,
highlight. I don't like to go on about what now the Jews
Ireland is a
ruling
rotten
the
apple at the
world.
moment, and it's the government that's rotting it from the inside of the car out, and they don't give a shit about the Irish people. If you want to put it very straight, yeah.
Sorry, Big Irish.
The
How are
people
you?
Hello.
who turn up to that march, the people that came out on that march made Ireland proud again, opened up Ireland's mind, and the next one is going to be 3 or 4 times the size of that, and it's going to widely go right across Ireland. And I have a deep in my heart, I believe that Ireland is going to be taken back and it's going to be ours.
To be honest, if we get the same numbers, Giddy, I'd be happy with the same numbers.
No,
we can
we're
get
going to
50,000 again.
Listen, by 2030, we want to leave the EU. We want to get out of the EU, yeah? Because all they do is, our government has no backbone in them.
Sorry, Giddy, by 2030, they'll be getting the new fucking fighter jet, so they'll want to impress the EU.
They have no backbone in them.
Can I ask you something, Giddy? This is about Ireland.
Yeah.
So anyone who is not white or Celtic or from the British Isles, let's talk about half breeds and stuff. Oh, they're half Polish, they're half African, half Asian. They're not Irish. What are you going to do with them?
What you mean? Listen, what I'm saying, Frankie, is
no. You want an ethno-nationalist state. This is what's going to have to come down to. Is going to be.
I'm going to send them over to you, Frankie.
It's not good enough.
Send it to America because you've got
half
diversity.
breeds, none of that. They
all. But you've got diversity. Hold on, you've got diversity, and I'll take if you can send the 42 million Irish descent that are over in America, send them back to us.
Yeah,
exactly. All the trades and everything else.
That's how you're going to get rid of it. So, in order for a country,
Frankie, you have to come home too.
Yeah. So no, listen to this. So in order for a country to keep its harmonious population, you're gonna have to be 100% native. That means 100% white, Catholic, and Irish.
No, they're not gonna think like that when you knock on your door. They're gonna send you home.
Well, good. I'll be coming home.
They're gonna move you in next door to Cannon.
Well, I'll be over there. I'll move in with Justin Barrett. I'll be right at home.
Justin Barrett? Oh my God.
I love the way you think, Frankie.
I don't give a fuck. I want to be martyred. I want them to fucking, tie me up. Throw me in the fucking.
Yeah,
neck.
but
I want to
on this live. Sorry, on this live, Frankie, we have to keep it kind of, we don't want to go too deep into things.
Yeah,
and we don't want to.
I'm just at the stage, Giddy. Forgive me. I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, you might not give a fuck anymore, but we do because we don't want the channel ruined.
Yeah.
We still want to get out other stuff, Frankie. You know what I mean? I know that's the subject you like talking about, but there's other stuff that's happening in this country that's affecting people today. Not see the attack that.
We've got 15,000 homeless people in our country at the moment, and they're bringing in refugees and they're housing them before us. There's couples that are going in with families now that are being saying, do you want a tent? But meanwhile, there's these coming in, like Pakistanis people have been mentioned there before. Pakistanis are coming in the back door while we're all looking at the iPass centres.
Now, just for a second, just come here. Right, let me say this, right? And Giddy, I mean, no disrespect when I say this, yeah? But Pakistanis are coming into this country for years. For fucking
Yeah,
years.
but not-
Hold on,
not
hold on,
They're coming in by the
Giddy,
droves now.
hold on. Yeah, but you have to remember, right? I know you said this from day one, so it's not like I'm fucking whatever. There's a lot of fucking Pakistanis there and Indians and Philippines, all these type of people who built their health service. Do you get me? They're not all created with the one brush. I said this all the time, but they're not all the same. Not all blacks are the same. Not all Asians are the same. Not all
Most of them are
Georgians are
coming
the
in
fucking
behind that
same.
reading. Yeah, but most of them are
100%
coming in
a lot
behind
of
that reading papers coming in.
No, a lot. No, but the ones who are coming in with papers.
The hospitals are being riddled with sepsis. These
And
fuckers
what
are
you
just
think that's
coming
the
in for a
nurses?
legal medical degree and they're getting fucking jobs in the name of
they're coming in
diversity.
with fake documents. They're coming in with fake things that are going into our services. Medical
I have to call
services
bull
for
when it comes to the medical stuff like that. They
where
built their hospitals up the last fucking
Big Irish.
20 years.
We've
Giddy.
had some of the best doctors that have left this
Yeah.
country, nurses that
No,
have left
we
this
have
country.
most of our most brilliant doctors are foreign doctors in this country, Giddy. You can't take that away from the health service either.
No, our doctors are some of the best in the world.
The best oncologist that's in this country is a foreign national. The best
now it
oncologist
would
that's in
be.
this country is a foreign national.
Yeah, now it probably would be. But go back 20 years ago.
No. I always say, look, it's just the ones coming in illegally.
That's
it's
what I always say. It's always people that come in here illegally I have an issue with. You don't come in here with any documentation or passports. Get the fuck out. I'll say to a chest. If you're coming in here, I only had this conversation with somebody, right? I'm walking back on the trucks and all, right? And the amount of foreign nationals that I'm working with, they're here 15, 20 years and they agree with everything that we go on about. Why? Because they're here for the right reasons. They're here to integrate. They're here integrating for the last 20 years. And they don't like that all these fucking foreigners are coming out with no papers because it takes them away. Look at that girl that was at the protest last week, the coloured girl. And she said it. She says, I'm born and bred in this country. She says, I don't stand with every Irish person in here. She knows it's right. Her family aren't Irish. She's Irish.
Getting a lot of Polish that was standing there that day as well.
Exactly. So how can you sit there then, Giddy, and say that? I know
Big
what
Irish, can I ask you something? And this is just, I want you to be very blunt with me. If I went to India and let's say I was born there, raised there my whole life, and I said, hey guys, I'm Indian. What do you think?
You'd have a red dot in the middle of your forehead.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, hold on.
Eddie, they're not Irish. No black or Pope can be Irish.
There's a major difference of you being Irish American going over to India and moving there.
Let me ask you, so if someone's born in the country and raised there, you just said the black woman born and raised there is Irish. No, she's not.
She's an Irish woman, man.
No, she's not.
You're trying to tell me that woman has lived here for 40 odd years. She's not Irish.
She lived in Ireland for 40 years.
No. She was born in Ireland.
Okay, so what? She's not Irish.
So she's not Irish.
So answer my question. How's there a difference? So
because you were born here,
bred in India, and I say I'm Indian. How's that the same?
Because you're fucking Indian.
Hey, Frankie.
How's
Frankie,
that the
can I
same?
ask that question for you, Frankie?
But Frankie, if you were born in India, you're fucking Indian.
No, I'm not.
You're not American.
You're not American. You were born in India. You're fucking Indian.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't.
You might identify as American, but you are fucking Indian.
I'd be an Anglo-Irish American. There'd
An
be no way you
Anglo-Irish
go by your
American,
DNA. You go by your DNA and your ancestry.
But where were you born?
You'll be a bang of Indian off you.
In India, son. You were born in India. You are fucking Indian. You were born in Ireland. You're Irish. What is it?
I know a good guy from Bray. He was born in Chicago here. All his family are Irish. He was born in Chicago, and then he went to go live in Ireland. But he's still born
a good guy from Bray.
He's still Irish. So this is what I'm getting at. Your blood matters and DNA matters. When you start doing this, oh yes, she's been here 40 years. There's no animosity. There's no animosity.
He's born in
Facts don't care about feelings.
Chicago.
Frankie, hold on a sec.
But he's still Irish.
Hold on. Can I just say something into this?
Yeah, exactly.
So if their grandparents,
he was born.
Can I just say what I'm saying here? Hold on, just give me 1 second. If you
Sorry, I was on the call.
Say if like
you just said it there. If you're born in the country, that's where you're from.
Hold on, just bear with me a sec there, guys. Just let me answer what I'm saying here. Yeah. So if their grandparents came here, they were here 10 years and they had that child, and that's 40 years on, that child is being living here, right? They have no ancestry here. So they're still, just say, from Africa, Pakistan, or whatever it is, right? But that will not make them Irish.
Exactly.
I kind of agree with Big Irish.
How?
Yeah, but you have to. If you were born in this country, you're Irish. End of. I don't care what colour skin you are. You're born here. That woman's out here standing with the Irish people. Do you want to sit there and say she's not fucking Irish? He's mad.
Okay. So what about all the Indians and stuff that are breeding and they're having lots of kids right now? So all their kids born in Ireland will be Irish, right?
Well, Frankie, so you call yourself American?
No. Oh no.
You do. You call yourself American Irish.
No, hold on. Let me speak.
But your mother is Irish.
American Irish.
All the migrants
American
that you
Irish.
want kicked out of the country and they're having kids.
Yeah.
They're going to be Irish.
I asked you a simple question, Frankie.
You're out of the country. But at the end of the day, you can't sit there and have the whole thing. Oh, I'm Irish American, but they're not fucking Irish. Fucking whatever. Shut up, man. You're talking pony.
No, I'm not. I'm talking facts. So the migrants you guys want out.
So hold on. How can you sit there and be American Irish? Hold on. How can you sit there being American Irish?
Well, do you ever think I might have been born in Dublin? Did you ever guys think about that? You never asked me that. Never asked me that.
Where
So
does
that
your
makes you
ancestors
Irish.
all come from? Like, how long does it go back, Frankie?
My mom,
Yeah,
my
how long does it go back?
grandparents, my great grandparents, my great 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 great. You fucking get the picture?
Yeah. So that would make you Irish then.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm
you're
not
only here
having a
50
go at
years or
you.
60 years. You're not
I
Irish.
think Big Irish is a good guy. I don't have any animosity towards him, and if it's getting that way, I apologize. But I'm just trying
It's
to
not
say
about
fair's-
animosity here.
No,
It's
no, no.
like-
What
Look,
you're
fair's
called
fair.
Irish American. That's what you be called.
I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna have Celtic DNA in my blood. I have American accent. So what? That doesn't have anything to do with the blood that courses through my veins.
Well,
And I tell you what, there's loads of Irishmen in
Ireland being
Southie that
diluted.
be considered more Irish than the fucking Irish that are coming in. And the people, this is what I'm getting confused by. The migrants you guys want out. And so by your theory, if they're born here for 40 odd years, they're Irish, no matter what their color. So the migrants that are coming here and having kids, and if they have kids, they're going to be considered Irish. But yet you want them out. I'm bewildered.
Listen, now, you have to understand, right? And I know I was listening to you, but I was talking to somebody else at the same time. At the end of the day, right? If somebody's born in a country and they've stayed in that country and they've not stayed here for 2 years and moved back with their family,
her
they
mother
stayed
might
here.
be
Listen to me.
Irish.
Hold on.
She's
I'll let you have your fucking thing. You let me have mine. They stayed here, they integrated, and they don't, like, say, do any Indian fucking stuff. They're all about Ireland. Yeah? Are you still trying to tell me that they should be sent home?
Yeah.
When they're from Ireland? How can you send somebody home when they're from the country?
But they're not.
Like, how can you possibly turn around and say, because first off you were saying like you're Irish American, yeah? Then if somebody's born here that has Indian descent or Nigerian descent or even Georgia descent or a fucking Iraq descent, do you get me? They're born here. They're Irish. It's not like they fucking chose what part of the planet they were born in. They were born in Ireland. They're fucking Irish.
Sorry, hold on. Just let me speak to Big Irish. I got a question for you, Big Irish.
Yeah.
So, do you know Donald Trump, like, he's
Yeah,
turned
obviously.
around now and he's saying that Irish people that are over in America that have been there for 20 odd years, 30 odd years, he wants to send them home.
He won't.
But he is. He's already
No, but-
rounded up so many that he's bringing back 4,000 or something like that, is it?
Can he show me proof where he's rounded up 4,000 Irish people?
Giddy.
It's in the paper.
Show, no, Giddy, I'll call you a bullshit that. You show me
It's
two
in
Irish
paper,
people
bro.
that are being held. Show me any proof of 2 Irish people being held by
It was in the
ICE.
paper, bro. It was in the paper.
You've seen it in the paper. Send me the clipping of that paper, Giddy.
Yeah, I will. I'll find it again.
Send me the clipping of that paper of 4,000 Irish people being held by ICE to be deported.
40,000 people from America could be getting pulled back to this country.
So were they illegals or what? I'm just confused.
Yes, they are illegal, yeah.
But there's so many people. You have to remember, they're not the people that are going after us, the Irish illegals.
Yeah.
Giddy, under no circumstances has there been anybody from Ireland being held by ICE in that country yet. None.
No, I didn't say they're being held by ISIS.
You just
I
said 4,000 of them have been rounded up.
Yeah,
You literally just...
Oh my God, listen to what I'm saying. They're being rounded up, yeah? And
by
they're
ICE
illegal
to be deported back because they're Irish. You just said it.
Sorry, lads, can I put in there for a second? Don't say be Irish. You think he's right here. It says The Irish Star have it here. Undocumented Irish rounded up. This is actually their post. It says undocumented Irish rounded up and deported from the US as panic surges over immigration.
So they have all been, every single one of them have been rounded up.
Of them be sent back here.
They
That's
will
what
be
it's saying
sent.
here, yeah. On the Irish
That
Star.
won't happen.
An immigration
It will
lawyer
happen
says
because they have to
scores of
make it- they
undocumented
can't just
Irish
do it
have
for
been
one lot
detained.
and not do it for everybody else. Isn't it?
Yeah, they're actually detained, big Irish, yeah, and deported from the
I know,
US.
fact check.
Crackdown ordered by Donald Trump's administration. Yeah, that's what it says here, yeah.
There you owe me a point, big Irish.
Look, what I'm just confused is like I said, if I went to a different, like I said, India, if I went to China, if I was born in any of those countries,
I get
and I
that point.
tried
You need to
claim-
have some sort of, Irish connection. If, you know what I mean? You need to have some sort of Irish blood.
Africans and Middle Easterns have no Irish connection, plain and simple. So
Yeah, that's
if
what I'm
you're
saying.
applying that
I
logic,
get your point.
What
and
day is
I'm
that,
born in
Andrew?
China or in India. No,
What
this is what
day
I'm
is
getting really
that,
affected about.
Mousy,
If
that
I'm
you're
born in
reading?
China or India and I say I'm
What
Chinese
day is
or Indian,
that
they're
you're
gonna
reading
laugh
on
at me.
that?
Frankie, slow down. What'd you say, big Irish?
What date is that you're reading?
Want to knocking it off there, so let's try to get back up.
Because I'm after finding something there from 2008 there.
Maybe it was from that, man. Mate. Let me go back in. 3 days ago. 3 days ago.
Send us a picture of it, will you?
I have it on this phone. No, I have it on the other phone.
Oh, I did on the
Yeah,
other phone.
well, you won't be able to travel anywhere unless they fucking deport you, because now that it's what is it,
But it's,
tomorrow? What
it's
is it
dated
today? The 8th?
May the
Yeah,
6th,
tomorrow, May
2025.
Let Mousy speak there just for a second, Frankie.
Yeah, it's date May the 6th, 2025.
And what is it they saying? 4,000 Irish people have been held.
No, it doesn't say 4,000. It just says undocumented Irish rounded up and deported from US as panic surges over immigration crackdown.
And 40,000 in total or something like that.
I don't
That's
know
what it
about the
is.
numbers now. It doesn't say about numbers here.
It's if you read the full article, it's on it.
Send us
Yeah.
that article. 40,000.
I think
Trump
it's
isn't
42,000
going to
actually.
fucking. They're not as fucking proud.
So what are they sending back to us? Like, if they're undocumented, is it just people that went there? They
Look,
walked,
I'm going to
or-
tell you,
My
someone
cousin-
living
my
here right now. This is
cousin's over
what's
there.
happening. So
20
Donald
something
Trump
years,
is,
Giddy.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm
this is what
saying.
Donald
Did he
Trump's
just?
doing.
Sorry, Frankie, can you just give us a second
You
here?
know,
right?
I'm dropping out. Thanks for having me up. It's you guys.
Okay, good luck. I was just trying to talk to fucking Big Irish there. Jesus Christ, like, go on, Big Irish. What were you saying, pal?
My cousin's over there 20 years illegally. Do you get me? Pays, works, never not worked. Do you get me? The Irish have gone all over the world.
Yes, I know what you're
Gone
saying.
all over the world and worked. They're not going to get the part. I'm telling you that
I
now.
know what you're saying. But listen, come here. He's going to do this for the. Well, if he does do this, right, he's going to do it for the fact that we can't do it to one and not do it to the other.
Yeah,
You
it's,
understand what I
I
mean?
don't know, it doesn't say anything about the figures here. It says, so yes, it's happening despite what Trump people will tell you. It's not happening just to criminals, it's happening to hard-working people. And
I well doubt that completely.
that's what it says here, big Irish. Yeah, I'm not like bullshitting to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Mr.
I
O'Dwyer
wasn't bullshitting
estimates
either.
there
I
may
was
be,
telling them the truth.
Mr. O'Dwyer estimates there may be a minimum of 100 cases nationwide, although he suspects the actual number is significantly higher due to many individuals being too fearful to speak out.
100%. So I know somebody that's moving out of a certain state because there's so many of it happening. Yeah, and they're just going to move to a different state. That's it.
And if you like, when we look into everything, if you look at Canada and you look at France and you look at all these places like Portugal, Spain, and all these other places that are being overtaken by these people, it's unbelievable.
Saying I would
Ireland's
reckon
only a
I would
small
say
little
at
country.
least 50,000. That's just a guesswork. So
What,
whoever's
of Irish illegals?
this is what whoever's running this fucking page
No, I
here.
reckon there's about
Irish Star.
300,000 illegals in America. Are you mad?
By Leanne Kelleher. That's the
I'd be
author.
surprised if half the fucking people who like, do you know what I mean? I say most of the Irish people there are illegal. Do you get me?
Not-
Who went
not
over on a
just the Irish,
genuine visa
the
and
Italians.
stayed.
The Italians are getting sent home as well. So the Irish Italians, they're all
That's
getting
what I
sent.
read. I read it out there. That's what I was reading first in the article, that there was 37 Italians and I think it was 104 non-EU members were sent home or something.
That's what it says. I would say certainly more than 100. So probably 140. Yeah.
Yeah, but it said on it non-EU members. So it said Italians. It did say Italians, and then it said and non-EU members.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Italian is EU member, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's why I said Italy and non-EU members.
Yeah, but it is
Because Italy were the only ones from Europe that got sent home, supposedly, so far.
Listen, I know exactly what you
Harry
mean when
Lockery.
you're saying this. With your heart, I understand what you're saying, Big Irish.
YouTube. What's the
Because
story, bud?
of the people from Ireland that went there. I've said this a million times, that police force, Irish, that fire service, Irish, the most powerful people in America, Irish. Do you understand?
Mm.
I understand that. But there's people that went there, probably did work for 20 years, 30 years, and they never got a document because you got a job in a bar, you're quite happy to enjoy that life over there. Do you know what I mean? And you're quite happy to do mid-end work, like working on building sites or whatever, because you'd never be stuck for work because you're Irish. There's plenty of places that would have taken you. But now, they're putting us in the same category as other people that have came from different countries. And if they take them out, then if they start saying, well, no, hold on a minute, like what about the Irish, the Italians, and this, that, and the other? That's not fair, is it? So you need to round them all up together. And
What
you
about the
need to do that.
Mexicans?
All right, but,
You know,
but
the
fair enough
Mexicans
then.
got
Round them
sent
all
home.
together and fuck them all out then, if that's what he wants to do. At the end of the day, it's his country.
Yeah.
Do you get me? He's the president that, like, that's what we need here then. Do you
Yeah,
get,
but
like,
see,
that's
Ursula
what we're
von der
fighting for
Leyen-
here. We're
Yeah,
fighting
but
for all the illegals to be put out of the country. So at the end of the day, if all the Irish get fucking sent home from America because Donald Trump doesn't want all these
Yeah, but
fucking
hold on.
illegals in,
Yeah,
he's
but
doing
hold
the
on a
right
minute,
fucking job. You can't fault him for it.
Big Irish, fucking that little snake, fucking what's his name? Fucking what do you call him again? Fucking Mr. Bones, fucking Micheál Martin went over to Ursula von der Leyen today. No backbone in him again. Get this hate speech laws and all this shit brought in. Now we've got that in our constitution already, right? But they want us to make it a lot more harder for us not to speak. They want us to shut up about the facts that's happening in Ireland, and they want rules there, as in, well, laws there that lock you up if you don't keep your mouth shut.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? And our country, as our government right now, have no backbone in them and won't speak up to Europe. That's why we need to leave Europe.
But I think, didn't they say that they're going to accommodate the Irish people coming back in anyway? Didn't they?
Yeah.
Somebody has a really bad perception there.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's crackling all the time.
It's crackling.
Just for you, Giddy, is it? Can you hear me, Big Irish? Yeah.
Oh, we can hear you perfect.
It must be fucking me then.
It is you.
You on your McDonald's internet, stealing the neighbour's internet. Your man's throwing it off. He's going to bed.
Funny.
Hold on, I'm gonna drop out and come back in again. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Put the lead there, the
Yeah.
comments there, and I'll come back in. Right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
This is doing me head in. It's
Illegal is illegal. We agree with you, Saoirse. Illegal is illegal. And at the end of the day, we're fighting here to have all illegals put out of the country. Not people who have documents, not people who are here working, not people who are integrating. We're here to put the people who are going to the pass, sleeping on the streets, all the people who are just draining the welfare, draining like air fucking what we need. Like, do you get me? That's who we want gone. We don't want people who are given, like, do you get me? That's what I said to you. I'm working with a lot of fucking people who are foreign and they're here 20 years and they're moaning about what's going on in the country because they're paying taxes.
They'd have been promised a house within 9 months.
But all they have to do is refuse to go into an iPass centre and they get put onto the house in this now, supposedly. This is what fucking Patrick Quinlan put out on the out the other day. Patrick Quinlan was over in Tallaght tonight. Like, there was a big protest there in Tallaght this evening.
Yeah. So, yeah. Didn't stay. It wasn't on that long, was it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't bad from
No.
all iPass centre. So.
Yeah, I think it was on for an hour. I hadn't got the money to get over him.
So, a lot of fucking. But it looked like a big turn now, to be fair. Like, there was a good few people there. Like,
Riz lad, how are you?
legals who recently got legalised. Oh, yeah, I kind of agree with that as well. Like, I think if they're not giving that to society here, like, if they're not, you know, out working, if they're not paying rent, if they're fucking take. I don't agree. I think they should be, the welfare should be taken first and told, look, go do this. If they just being fucking legalized here. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? There has to be
Yeah.
other, like, we can't go to any other country, bar the UK, to be fair, because we have the fucking good trade
Yes.
agreement and all that. We don't, from the Good Friday Agreement, we have that luxury of doing that. We can't go to America. We can't leave Ireland. We can't go from Dublin Airport to America without passing customs here in Ireland. Do you get me? We shouldn't be allowed into any other country without the right visas.
Yeah. And the
No,
city have
whatever it
free.
is, mate. You hear me?
It's still a bit crackly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still fucking very bad. I don't know what the story is.
Do you get water in your bleeding fucking
Your phone.
the anthem
No,
and any
no.
national parties there, Indians, Arabs, Africans, etc. named to the fucking parishes. Yep, the parish. Well, look, I tell you one thing, the parish might all change now with an old American fucking
I don't know where
Pope
he
which is
went.
walking.
Maybe he used to do something.
Oh, this
Newt.
is wrecking my head. This noise.
It seems very
That's
fucking
strange, yeah.
crappy or something.
It's
We're looking
someone
at it, huh?
said that with flagging before as well.
Sit in a different part of the room.
I am. I'm bleeding, moving around. I'm going towards the window and everything.
Yeah, I think it sounds a bit better there. Stand up.
Stand up, hold your antenna up where
Yeah. Hold your arm up in the air.
fucking turn it.
That's worse now.
What?
I can't be dealing with that. That's still my brain in it is.
Is it how you keep talking? Let me mute and see if it's me causing.
Go on. Talk there, Giddy.
No, it's coming through you as well. That's what I'm saying. I can hear it through you.
Ah, it's only Giddy.
It's only you, Giddy.
So I can hear you normally. Can you hear me normally?
Can everybody else hear this? Yeah.
I can hear you, but you both sound like fucking dialects to me. It's like
don't
No,
care.
like I can hear Mousy perfect, but now fucking static.
I can hear Big Irish baby.
yeah, I got static going through it. It's probably the fucking.
Yeah, I can only hear static from you. It must be your speaker or something.
No, my
You got
speaker's
metal
absolutely.
plate in your head.
Hold on. I'm messing around with my settings now.
Have you got metal plate in your head, Giddy?
No, that's on. Like it's me, King Albert. I think I probably want to put open my chest.
Yes.
Oh fucking hell, man! What the fuck?
Good lad, you're at the big protest in Dublin, were you?
It's starting to clear
Nice
up
one.
now.
I was there myself.
It's clearing
Employers
up
get
now.
to pay no national taxes if they employ them. They also don't pay national taxes. That's not true.
Were you
Everyone
there,
has to pay
Suzanne?
taxes. Everyone has to pay taxes no matter what. Like a company has to pay taxes on every employee. Doesn't make a difference where they're from. They have to pay.
There's one on in June, isn't there? Another one on in June. 22nd
June
June.
22nd. Yeah, a big national
Where?
in Dublin City Centre.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Though.
And there's one on in Cork, isn't there?
I heard you. I think you said it to me about the one in Cork when I was telling you about
Yeah.
the fucking
What date is
Liverpool
that,
game.
Giddy?
Just 1 second. Door's going here. 1 second.
Garda, straight to your door.
That's what it is, yeah. What are you saying in those lives?
Yeah. I love a joint.
Do a joint.
Didn't hear smoking that other thing. So is it?
Employers
Nice
get to pay no national taxes if they were.
No, everyone has to be. Every company pays national all our taxes. There's nobody that's exempt from tax in this country. Nobody.
Just where the
The
tax
only
money's
thing
going.
that the foreigners, the Muslims, and all is they get Sharia law on the banks. That's it. So they don't pay any interest in any loans or mortgages in this country. That's the only thing that we have in this country.
This lad
Bar
don't.
Clonski
Court.
Islamic Centre, they were obviously doing the Sharia court, but lads don't support Maliki, not giving him another body on the street. What? Tell you one thing, I disagree with a lot of people talking about Maliki like that. Maliki has done a lot of work for the last 30 years in this country, man. You have to give credit where credit's due to Maliki. I wouldn't talk bad about him, to be fair. I think he's, do you get me? If you know Malky on a personal, you wouldn't. Do you get me?
Yeah, but the Irish people need to just, not because Malachi's saying turn up, and it's always about the Malachy show, innit? It's never about other
Who
people that
said
need
it's
to be
about the Malky
speaking.
show?
You what?
Who said it's the Malky show?
No, that's what I'm saying. Everybody thinks it's the Malachy show when it should
To be fair, like, let's call it, like, the National Party is a very big. Patrick Quinlan is there, Jan is there, you've got Gavin Pepper, Herman, you've got Malachy, you've got Philip Sutcliffe. You have a lot of saying.
What about me? What about me, Big Irish? What about me?
What? What about you?
Yeah, I
Of
want
the
to
National
speak
Party, talking to the National Party.
We're talking about, like, who
I know.
organizes.
I'm only messing. I'm only trying to
Yeah.
highlight a little bit, mess about a bit. I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is he needs to get other people up to speak, other than them people that are selected. Do you understand what I'm saying? So give other people a chance to speak too. You know what I mean? You can't just have it all one way and their way and only their way. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other people that would have loved him to speak on that day, but the PA system wasn't great in any way, to be fair. This time, he's made it very clear he's going to let other people speak. He's going to get a good PA system. So this is even going to be 10 times better than the one that was just gone.
Christy
Yeah,
Burke.
but it is,
Christy Burke either myself, to be fair,
it.
man, Paul. I would trust Christy Burke as much as, hold on there, said this cunt again, man. 2 seconds.
Christy Burke, did we just say? What were we bringing Christy Burke into this for? Anybody in the comments even tell me? You there, Mousy?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah. I can't see that comment yet. It says it has a thing in front of my screen here. It says share your referral link. I don't know what I can say. I think he took over his programs to his move on these for announcers now.
See,
Yeah,
there's a
remember
mixed
that.
division.
That's what happened. Remember, they were out there in East Wall and somebody shouted up and says, what about DM? He goes, then somebody shouted, it was one of Malky's associates. He shouted down and said, sure, Paddy down the road here. He's Chinese and he works in the Chinese shop. We have Barney over here that works, he's from Africa and he works over here. That's what he's talking about.
Who's this?
Malachy. Malachi's friend. That's Malachi's the one. They all started this.
Yeah, but
And
Christy
obviously then-
Burke has been around since the dawn of time, right? My
Ah,
father
but
knows
Christy
him.
Burke, man, what Dublin mayor thinks he's fucking. I don't like Christy Burke, to be fair.
Yeah, but he's old school, he is as well.
Old skill me fucking arse. What's he done in the last fucking, do you know what I mean?
No, he's been around since the dawn.
I know he's
Well
been
before we
around.
were- Well before we were born.
100%, yeah. I'm not saying that bad. I just think change also has to happen, Giddy. Do you get me what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
I
do you know what? I'm going to say with Cheston, I will. Patrick Quinlan, I think, is going to be an uprising person in this country.
he's brilliant,
100%. Patrick Quinlan speaks from the heart every time he is on any type of. He speaks.
How much it take
True.
with Ben Gilroy?
Ben Gilroy is another one there, to be fair.
I like Ben. I like the way he speaks.
I like Ben. I'm not going to fucking fault Ben. There's a few things I don't like with Ben, but there's a few things I do also like with him. Fucking.
Somebody
Well,
will
I do
always
think
find a
Pat-
fault with you. That's the problem. Somebody will
But
always
everyone will find a
fault.
fault with everybody.
And you
Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you can't you can't like be great to everybody. Do you understand? You can't just you can't make everything right for everyone. There's some people that are not going to like it, and there's some people that are going to like it. And it's just that you need the majority of people that like you to way you speak and follow you along and get there. Because the next
Yeah.
election that comes, if a snap election did come, I pray that it would, that the likes of the National Party did get in. Yeah. The likes of Ben Gilroy did get in. And some of the smaller places that nobody mentions, like Kevin Coyle, I would have liked him to see what he would have
Yeah,
been like as
but
a
they-
councillor.
For the independents, like Giddy, it's very hard for independent people to like. If an independent gets a seat, obviously in the local elections in the council, right? That's one their foot in, right? But it's very hard for the independents to get the foot in at the start. Do you get me? What needs to happen is, especially for the National Party, right? Just more people need to stand up for their communities and say, well, I'm going to run for the National Party in this area. And the more areas that have the people running, it's just, that's how they get more seats in. It's how many seats did we have for the National Party in the last local election? Very fucking little in Dublin. Very
Yeah.
little.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. They obviously need more people.
And we had
more
2
seats.
elected. Do you get me?
Yeah, I know. But remember, look what he said about the elections just gone, right? What's your woman, the name in Kerry again? What's her name again? Who we were trying to get up on the show here, Mousy, what's her name?
Michelle Keane.
Michelle Keane, right? Look what she said, and she went to jail for 4 days for it, right? And now, only in the last few days, it's come out 500,000 of them votes. They're saying estimate of 500,000 of them votes were people that were passed away. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, this is what we're up against because they don't want a far right government. They don't want anything of the far right in there.
Well, it's also, let me say this, and I'll say this. See the people who didn't go out and fucking vote. Excuses, excuses, excuses. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, but we found out that the people that didn't vote are the people that didn't go. Like, you have to understand, the government rigged this to fuck. And it
He
should
took
be
me
a
off
snap
the
election.
register.
But did you, when you got taken out the register, did you not go over and put yourself back on it?
Yeah,
If
and he
you
told
could
me it'd
reg-
take me so
yeah.
long to put myself back on it, and then I was gone off it again.
That's mad.
I snapped in the boat of us. I said, you know what? I said, when Mr. Weeks rent, you know exactly where to send the fucking letter to. I said, but I'm not allowed to fucking vote.
I don't know. I've had so many arguments with people over this week about not voting and giving it all. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone knew the votes were coming up, and I don't mean this in any disrespect. I don't take it like this, lads. But you all knew the vote was coming up. You definitely should have checked the register to make sure you were on it.
I didn't
get
think
me?
I didn't think I needed it.
No, I know, but I checked it.
No,
Because I
but
knew
no,
what
I mean,
all
sorry,
the
you're
arrests that had happened with me. I was thinking to myself, they'll probably take me off the register. So I didn't
Yeah,
get the
but I
vote.
was at the going through so much and all, don't get me house and things and all like that. That I was at the going through so much with the council, I thought I was literally on the register. I done a course where I had to actually register with MyGov. You know, so I was on that system right up until the elections were coming up. Then I was gone off it.
I'd fight that.
Do you know what?
No, I
only
swear to God,
thinking-
I still even have the emails from when I started. What was it? We were in 2021, I think it was.
What's your man's name
22.
that lives across road from you? He's with the National Irish Freedom Party. What's his name? Fucking. What's his name?
Glenn, it's all about Glenn.
From down your way.
Yeah.
From Boots' way, yeah?
I think he's up in Neilstown, isn't he?
I wasn't saying really it's not where Boots live, but yeah, up that way, yeah.
No, Boots is not in Neilstown. He's over the other side. But anyway, that's here now.
But
There.
he'd
What I'm
be
saying
somebody
is-
to get on to as well, like, if that case, because he'd make sure you put back on it.
Well, no, hold on. You're just give me a great idea there, right? So you know when everybody goes to these protests, right?
Yeah.
If you ever notice, the left do, like, you have to admit, they do organise and they organise well, right? Why can't we do the same thing up at the Garden of Remembrance, pull out a fucking load of tables and have about 20 people sitting at them tables that know how to get you registered, know how to get you on the fucking system?
I'll give you a 3-letter answer, Giddy. Egos. Sorry, 4-letter.
Hear me out.
It
Hear me
is,
out what
man.
I'm saying.
There's too
No,
many
hear me out.
egos in all these
Yeah, but
groups,
hold
man.
on. Hear me out. I'm saying you go to these tables and you get your phone out and you fucking register. Do you know what I mean? You make everybody that was at that fucking protest registered, right, for the next election, and then the next one after that, the next one after that, and the next one after that. We would fucking definitely get fucking we get definitely a few people into government. That's a fact. Do you know what I mean? If everybody was registered, if everybody done it, do you know what I mean? And if you had that little bit of help and that little leeway to help you to make sure you are, because I registered and then I was taken off the list. And then when I went down, they turned around and said that I'm not on the list.
What
What
happened
is
there?
it?
You got
I
kicked out
clicked
there,
out of the
did you?
phone, I did. No, I clicked out by accident and it knocked me completely out. Like.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
didn't even know he was being gone. I'm sitting here fucking making
Yeah,
a
just
roll.
knocked me clean out of it. This fucking front door is bleeding locked. How am I gonna just let me go on mute here, lads? I'm walking outside for a second and all these kids are outside playing 2 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
So what the fuck happened, Frankie?
People have the right to vote and people have the right not to vote.
Yeah, but we should all vote.
Did,
That's the
did
point.
Frankie get a fucking aneurysm or something? Did he?
No, he
What
fell out with
happened to
me,
him?
I think. He
I
fell
don't
out
know
with
what
me.
happened, Frankie.
He fell out with me. He got annoyed with me, I think. Because it's not that I understand what he's trying to say, but you don't need to go back through the whole fucking yarn of history to tell me.
Yeah, people have heard the story a few times.
Yeah, it gets a bit too much, and it's like it
Be
just my
honest,
brain
you
can't take it like that.
on this channel just wanted to talk about Ireland. I don't want to talk about what's happening outside
Ireland
or what's
belongs to the
that
Irish.
might be affecting Ireland, but
Yeah, so
I just
hold
want to
on.
talk about what's
How
happening
many people's
actually in
in
Ireland.
Cunley? How many people's in the room Cunley?
13.
Right,
Lucky number 13, but lucky for some. Oi,
yeah,
oi.
13 is a lucky number.
I don't see any your TikTokers over here, Giddy.
We don't see any either because I didn't put up my fucking page today.
You don't know.
No,
That's not a fucking. That's a disgrace.
But you did post it. You posted the Oak saying every Thursday at 7.
yeah, I know, but I should have put it up on my actual page, like my content, a picture
You
of
should
it,
have put it up
and
a half an hour before I go live.
something like that, and just get it out there, get it sent out, shared
If
out.
you put it up on this page a half an hour before, it'll hit an algorithm. Same on TikTok. If you go live on
Oh,
TikTok,
sorry, Big Irish. Can you just say something there? What was the deal with your man fucking Simple D? And this time he sounds fairly fucking serious. I haven't heard of him in a long time.
who?
Simple D.
I don't know. Simple D. Never seen a picture. Don't know
No,
what he looks.
I'm talking to the panel like to Gideon, Mousy, and yourself.
I haven't heard that.
He put a threat out. He did earlier on. You know, he's
Yeah.
literally calling now for them all to stand up and literally come face up us.
Show
No,
the
no,
Cannon. So
he's not.
Cannon can face
What he said-
charges for what he done.
No, what he's after doing is he came on there live today. Yeah, there's a recording there on my content if anybody wants to listen. And basically, what he said is get your kids, your coloured black kids, to go out and basically go out and fight with white kids. Yeah. Now that's sick to bring kids into this at all. In my eyes, that's just fucking wrong. Do you know what I mean? To even negotiate something like that, even to fucking think of something like that, you're just sick.
Didn't your man Noel O'Connell show a few videos of blacks attacking whites?
Yeah.
Groups, like
But
young groups.
yeah, but hold on a minute, Mousy. He's shown things from America, shown things from Britain, shown things from other countries.
I was thinking that
I think what
wasn't
he done with Black Paddy was wrong. I will say that.
Well, hold on a minute. Black Paddy went and fucking drank with the fucking loyalists, and he went and marched with the orange.
So the people from Coolock. So the people from Coolock.
Yeah, and
You should also talk to them.
They fucked off. Yeah, they were fucked off as well, though.
Yeah, your man
Yeah,
Paddy was
they
a
were
Paddy
fucked off.
Jack.
I think Black Paddy's a creator. He goes around making the whole thing about the Guinness and being Black Paddy, and it's. Do you get me? Like
So that homeless guy for 20 quid, you made him do 20 press ups, yeah?
No, you have to admit that. Come here, man. He is fucking racist, though. He says a
Yeah,
lot
Black
of shit, and he thinks he can get. Yeah, he thinks he can get away with it. Like,
The
it's not
Irish are
about
going
going
to
about
steep.
hurting the chap or that. He knows what he's doing. There's a lot of them out there doing it. But if you were to even say a fraction of what he says about the Irish, but about Africans, I need not tell you exactly what we'd be all fucking called for it.
But I personally do. Like, I think there's all a good few black jokes here now. Like, do you get me what I'm trying to say?
If we told
Yeah,
everyone
like,
says that,
what I say. Like, how long would you last
Africans are
walking
only
around Africa calling yourself fucking white county cake? No, seriously.
I am the white Kimbo slice.
Billy Gates Ventura, Josie, when nature calls.
Oh, stop it. Bright price. I pay bright price. Funny, man. Nah, come here. I
but
think
that's what I'm
fucking.
saying. He told
You know,
out
like-
and says the whites are going extinct, and he fucking meant that.
Oh yeah, and that is an actual fact. It's actually like.
But that is the truth. The whites are going extinct here. So he wasn't actually, let's call it a spade. He wasn't actually telling a lie. He's genuine saying the whites are going extinct here.
Yeah, what he was saying is fact. It is fact, and that's
It is.
what like the statistics out there is that they're having 6-7 children. We're having 1, 2.
I'm at my apartment and I'm looking outside, right? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 children outside, yeah, and 4 of them are white. all of them don't know what racism is. Do you get me?
Big Irish, you need to ring
What?
the police.
What?
Come here, big
You
Irish.
need to ring the
Come up
police.
here. Yeah,
Why am I
Irish.
doing the police?
That's a joke. Like I say, my
Yeah.
you're playing out on your own. There's only 4 weekends. Ring the police.
Oh. No, but you know what I mean? Like, they don't know what we're all going on
Come
about in
here.
life. Do you get me?
Yeah.
No, listen. Come here. My uncle is out there playing at the moment. Yeah.
My daughter has 2 black brothers. You know this. Do you get
Right,
me?
but look. Yeah. Well, hold on a sec. Right. My uncle is out
They're
there.
black
Right,
as days of spades. Do you get me?
he's playing out there with another guy that's from Pakistan, yeah, and they all play together, and the others that are next to him are Polish, yeah, and look, they don't, skin color doesn't matter to them, all that shit doesn't matter to them, yeah, because they're young and they don't care about them sort of things.
Giddy, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
In this
Until
whole
somebody gives
revolution
them
thing that's
knowledge.
happened, does the skin color matter to you, Giddy?
Not one
Look,
little bit.
they
I've
know
got
over
two
there.
nieces.
Sorry, Big Irish. Over here, they know they can get a payout. Right, if anything happens to them, they can get a payout on a racial attack and all. Like, they're literally blaming us for shit that happened hundreds of years ago that had fuck all got to do with anybody that's alive today. And they're blaming us, so we retaliate, they sue, or,
And not
Russia is what they
just
call it.
so to put this out in a million words, yeah. Boots, I showed you a picture on a different platform,
The
yeah.
blacks
the other
even
week
call
there,
Black Paddy a
right?
plastic Paddy.
Is it possible for me to be racist? Would you think?
No, definitely not.
And what were all those guys that were all
Story
in the picture?
Saturday.
Huh?
The
Big
guys
Irish
that were in the
doesn't mean we
pictures,
have to fill with the Africans.
Yeah, big lad.
No, it doesn't. I 100% agree with you.
right?
Yeah,
I'm not
big
saying
lad.
fill the place up with Africans.
No. You see, the thing is, there's filling the place, and then there's people that think that they can overtake the place. There's two different things there, yeah. The ones who
There's
go
a
out to
major
work and do
difference.
their normal day-to-day business, fair enough. But you see these ones that want to come in here thinking that they can rule the roost. That's a different fucking
And
story.
take is what I'm saying. I don't want
Yeah.
that, but I think that anyone that wants to come to this country and work their fucking brains off,
Yeah.
and genuinely work their
And build
brains
a
off,
life for
pay rent,
themselves.
pay
Yeah.
taxes, buy a house, more fucking credit to them. But at least if they're coming in here in the right channels, the same way we'd have to do the right channels, 100%. But if you want to come into this country in any way illegal, even with an illegal college cert, you're doing wrong. Get the fuck
Hold on.
out.
Big Irish, I'll ask you, I have something there to ask you, right?
The
Are you
oil of this
familiar with how you get a
multicultural,
mortgage?
no going back on that, anyways.
Yeah, there's no going back on
Just
anymore.
hold on, just let me get this thing out.
Of
Right?
course, start it out.
So, are you familiar how you get a mortgage, Big Irish?
Yeah.
Right. So, if I'm earning 50 grand a year, would I get a mortgage on a 400 grand house?
Probably, but it depends on your.
Well, say
how-
like
your
10
credit-
grand in the
your-
bank. Say 10
No,
grand
no,
in the bank.
it's actually not how much money is in there. It's about your credit rating and like whether you can actually keep track of your money. That's what they go off.
Right.
They don't actually go with it.
I'm going to give something this will absolutely blow your mind, right? So,
Yeah.
like I said to you, my young fella out here plays with a guy that's from Pakistan, but I was talking to his dad and another person that only came over here 8 months ago, right? He's working in a normal average job. I won't say the shop, but he's working in a shop, okay? The government, now bear this in mind, you know the mill, the new, you know what I'm talking about, the new mill apartments. Do you know what I'm talking about? Big Irish, you there? Big Irish, hello? Is he gone?
No, he's still there.
Yeah, Big Irish.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Hey, go on.
Yeah.
Giddy.
So anyway, he got a grant from the government to be able to buy one of them for just under 4K. Yeah, 400K, and he's in an average job, working in an average. You know, like a shop up where Airway is, Big Irish. You there?
Well, look at what your man Paul O'Neill put in the comments there. Irish businesses are incentivized to hire migrants with 7 grand tax breaks. Fucking
not-
hell.
It's not Aldi or Little, one of them. They're just hiring the foreigners now.
Paddy need not apply. It's like fucking England again, innit? Except it's in their own country.
What's the story?
The fucking that's the thing about it. You have the shinners then
Paddy
want to bring in British speaking fucking
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
we can
know.
hear you now.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm at the turn the phone on Do Not Disturb. This phone is just hopping. So every time somebody rings me, it just knocks me out.
I don't know whether you got the conversation there at all, Big Irish.
Only up to the mill apartments I got there.
Yeah, so basically, well, not them ones, the new ones that are down near the train station.
Yeah.
So he's there 8 months and he's already being offered one of them on a mortgage. And he's only working in, do you know, like the little shop that's down Air End? Well,
Yeah,
your
but
end, I should
Kitty,
say.
Kitty, in 8 weeks you can be approved a mortgage.
Coming 8 months into the country.
he obviously has some type of financial backing as well.
He's only working in a normal job. He's being
Yeah, but
given a
he
grant
obviously,
from the government.
but do you know what? Like, I'm not. You have to look at a mortgage, right? A mortgage is so. Say if the house is just say 250,000, it's going to go as easier. Say if it's 250,000 for it, and you want a mortgage 250,000. If your down payment is 25,000, a 10% first time buyer, yeah,
Yeah,
that's all he needs. If he has that there
Yeah.
with a proven track that he can save for 8 weeks, because that's all they really look. Once you haven't got any bad credit ratings or any of that stuff, but you have that back in the money, they're giving you a mortgage, man. If you have a job that's significant enough that you have an income and you have some type of asset,
hold on. Well, my bro, yeah, he's
you
after
could have
just
got a
getting
tracker.
right. He's after just getting a fucking mortgage, right? And he had to have 2 years credit history.
No, like if you were
No,
to
he
refuse
had
the
to,
mortgage,
and that
if you
and that's on
refuse the mortgage tomorrow, they'll get it, right?
that's on the same place
And
as me.
I know, but if you were to refuse the mortgage tomorrow, say by fucking AIB or whatever, right? And you said, right, fuck it, I'm going to spend the extra few quid, I'm going to go to a mortgage broker. That mortgage broker is going to have you most likely a mortgage within 15 to 16 weeks approved. That's what a mortgage broker will do. He will make sure that he will have you a mortgage approved within a certain time. That's what you pay for a mortgage
Yeah,
broker.
I understand what you're saying, but understand what I'm saying to you, right? He's got 2 already in the other place beginning with B, yeah? And he's got this one now up in G, yeah? So what I'm saying to you is, it's not like he's short. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So that's how he's getting it, because he has assets.
He struggled to get it.
But asset
Struggled.
creates
And
asset, don't forget.
yeah, but understand what I'm saying. Do you understand the financial background he has there?
But he obviously is he a Muslim, can I ask you?
Me bro,
What?
me brother.
Oh, I thought you were about your little neighbour there, sorry.
No, me brother. The neighbour that I'm talking about, he's here only 8 months, and that's what I'm trying to tell
Is
you.
he a
He got
Muslim?
it. I'm not sure what I don't know
Or is
whether
he a
they're Indian or
Christian
Muslim.
Indian?
I don't know. I never asked that
Because
question.
you have to remember, if he's going for a mortgage in this country, yeah, and he's a Muslim, he has no interest.
Grazie.
No,
Yeah, I know
he has.
interest. I know already.
Do you
What
get me?
you're gonna say.
They don't pay any fucking interest on any of their loans.
Grazie.
So their
Yeah,
mortgage are approved
Grazie.
either.
It's called. They get it off the rest of them and they buy it and then they have to pay it back at a certain time. I'm aware. I know what you mean. But
So
the 400k, man, just like that. Nah, I still. Own people are struggling to get a mortgage. I know plenty of people that are struggling to get a mortgage.
yeah, like Kira, Mousy now Kira, but like she's going for hers, but she's going for it on her own, and she's after being told that it'd be like double the money that she has to give up. Does that make sense? Because she's doing it on her own. So if she wants a mortgage of 300,000, she has to have 60,000.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean that way.
That's fucking mad. That is mad.
But it's guaranteed for her then. Do you get me?
Right, and here's another thing as well.
But when they have two incomes coming into a house, you have to remember, if I'm on 55,000 and she's on 40,000, that's 90,000 a year.
Here's something for you as well. If you drop into this country, yeah, and I mean literally drop into this country, and you have your full driving license, okay? Do you know that you'll be sent to the credit union, and you know that you can get a grant for your taxi and start taxing straight away near enough? And the rules don't apply to them. They don't do the same fucking thing as the Irish drivers. Because there's plenty of Irish drivers that are fucking going nuts about it.
Fact checking that. I don't think that it is completely true. I don't think it's how you're saying it. I think they have an exempt on something.
Hold on. If I put
No,
you
they're
in the middle
exempt.
of,
They're
say,
exempt from something. I don't know what it is. That's what I'm going to go check for you. But they have.
Big Irish.
They
If I was to put
have
you
to
in the
do their
middle of
taxi
Newcastle,
license.
hold on. If I was to put you in the middle of Newcastle tomorrow, yeah, and
Yeah.
you're there for like say 8 weeks, would you know every rule? Like, you know the way they have to know the route from A to B to C to D, yeah? And they have to know the street names and all that sort of thing. Would you know that in 8 weeks?
In Newcastle, Dublin, like in
No, Newcastle
like,
in the UK.
mm,
The whole of Newcastle in the UK.
yeah, but an Irish taxi driver doesn't have to do that.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
My bro is one.
But I have 2 or 3 friends. I have an uncle who's taxi. They don't have to know every single road. It's not like London.
When you do your test for it, you have to know.
That's what I'm going
every-
in to check. They're exempt from something, but it's not. They have to do a test. Like that's what I'm trying to say. They still have to do a test. They're
Well,
not
they get a
exempt.
60k loan off the credit union to get that fucking taxi in anyway.
They're being
own
given
drivers
the
don't get
oak in
that.
the name of diversity.
I don't think they're giving them out 60k. for it.
I'm telling you now, like I done my bus testing all 3 times. The instructors told me, he says, you're more than qualified to bleed drive this bus. They failed
bus
me
license
3
and the
times
CPC.
on the test.
What?
3 times on the test, they failed me.
I have my bus license and CPC.
The instructors are like, they even brought me in around town. They were like, you're well able for this.
So how did you fail?
I failed 3 times.
What? I
Yeah.
passed first time.
Oh, I was at doing a course on it and all.
No way. Do you know who did you do it to? If you don't mind me asking.
The Dole office.
I went through Go Ahead, the bus company, to get mine, and I was supposed to stay.
Yeah,
Obviously,
they were
and
handing
walk.
them out with them. They were, weren't they? They were handing out. So the Dublin bus were handing them out to the foreigners.
No, you had to go see it. You had to go see your theory. They paid for my theory. They paid for my theory test and my CBC
Well,
theory test. Yeah.
half of these fuckers can barely speak English. How the fuck did they pass a theory test? They're only in the no, but sorry, they don't have these fucking rules of the road over in their own countries. You haven't got these big roads like us. They come over here and they're getting handed their fucking bus license, their taxi license, all in the name of diversity, because you have fucking lefties there helping them and showing them what to do. And when they're going in, sitting that test, you have people sitting there fucking with them to help them through it.
How would I
Yeah.
phrase this?
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all in the name of diversity to make it look as if it's working. So when Dublin bus spot were throwing them in there, they were fucking driving up onto paths, smashing the fucking buses up.
What you call it as well? They fired your man that hit that child, by the way, and there's still no legal action as such taken against them yet.
I'd say he settled that with that.
Well,
What is it?
you know that child that got the slap off the bus driver?
Yeah, I remember that video. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's after being dismissed from his job, and there's no legal action taken through the guards yet, or the courts, for his conduct.
Yeah,
He
now it's
assaulted
up to
the
the
child,
young lad's
even
mother.
then. And you know that
I
funny other thing?
think that will go further though because it was so public. To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah,
that
me
other
too,
thing? Do you remember that one that was, graping the old ears? He got caught for one, got 10 years for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, do you know there's 400 other victims?
Yeah, did you see that man pastry getting hopped yesterday, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he had his little tackle out.
And they stripped him, man, and he says to him, what were you gonna do with that little small Mickey? The size of it, fucking corkscrew was bigger.
Did you all see that video in the comments?
Very funny.
You what?
Will I jump on it on the other phone and play it on the won't you get banned?
Yeah, you get banned.
Very
probably.
funny.
There's a video on Facebook about it.
I had the video here on me. I have 3 or 4 videos on my phone I have. Very funny, man. They left him for, do you know what I mean? He did. He got some fucking.
What happened? I only seen the video of him getting bleed booted and all. I was like, what the fuck? What was it over?
He tried to grab a child.
Grab a child, yeah.
Fucking hell. So he got what he fucking deserved.
Yeah.
Well, it's terrible that the people have to do that, because if they weren't being brought in, this wouldn't be fucking happening.
And here, did you see the video released of fucking Tommy Robinson? The real reason why Tommy Robinson is locked up, and it's him outside the courts with the 2 blokes. And he's like to them, he was like, "You are all nonsense. Every single. How are we nonsense? How are you? Because you think a child
Hey,
once they
there you
get
go in the comments.
pubescence, what was it?
He tried to
He tried
grab a
to
5-year-old.
Yeah, no, he did. Fucking. What was I saying there? My ADHD is at the flicking in there. Tony Robinson, yeah, he's calling them all nonsense, and your man says once they hit pubescence, he says they're a woman. And that's what he said. That's the real reason, because he kept going at them calling them nonsense. He's been locked up for hate speech.
Hate speech for pointing out the dangers. How the fucking
Yeah, so that's what.
pointing out something that is hateful? How is pointing out the thing hateful?
That's the one thing I don't understand
They
right, about that the Muslims, right? How Aisha, she was knowing, right? How they can stand by and say if a child or a woman, a girl has hit pubescence, like I'm not going to go into that, but I've got all daughters. I have 3 daughters, so I get it right. I have a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 2-year-old. The 2 oldest are already in pubescence, let's say, right? They've started the whole thing, development and whatever, right? Fucking under no circumstances, do you know what I mean? Has it ever come into mind? Oh, fucking, do you get what I'm trying to say? It baffles me that these type of men can just go, no, they're a woman, that they're a child. It makes me sick. That's my biggest thing with them. Why I want to let them out. That's what I fight for. I don't want that in this country. Do you get me? I really don't.
Yeah.
I think if anyone tries to grab my kids, I'll chop their heads off.
I'd be
You
in
don't
Cork one day.
Yeah, child.
Like, did you see the video of your man, the thing over in America at the minute?
Listen, I know we get angry about that sort of thing, but we can't say them fucking things on here because we end up getting this that we have to delete it.
No,
You
but
going
did
to
you see your
Cork,
man?
Boots
Did
on
you
the
see your
7th?
man? Did you see your man in America fucking that killed the copper that killed the son? Did you see that?
No.
A kid was in a stolen car. He wasn't driving. He was in the car, and the auto chased, and he was shot and killed by an officer. Yeah. And 2 days later, the father killed a copper. Yeah. And there was like 30 coppers in the courtroom, you know, around him, kind of gawking at him, ready to. And he just laughed at every single one of them and smiled. And it was literally because they killed his kid. He killed one of them. I have to say, it's different, like when it's your kid. Like, do you get me? That's what I don't understand, how they can just be so vulgar towards their kids and women. Like, it's just, that's why I don't want them in the country. That's the whole point of that thing. It's disgusting.
On the next show, what we're going to do is we're going to actually
What are you saying? Giddy's line very choppy, or is it my phone?
Yeah, no, it's his phone. He's right that on me.
Is it my phone?
It is your phone. You're the only one that's doing
Your
it.
phone.
What?
Everybody else is clear. I can hear Boots clear and Big Irish clear.
Right, there's something wrong going on with the signal or something like that. I don't know what.
Your microphone is shy. You must have banged your phone or something. Did you?
No way, man. Do you know what I'm glad to getting a text off? Remember the thing I sent you earlier on about Cork?
Yeah.
Ireland is cancelled, mate, but it'll still come off the Dublin. We're still on, but the Liverpool party's cancelled. He's at the time.
I was there.
Literally just there. He's at the time.
Started in the comments there saying to you, Big Irish, his name is Rodney Hinton.
Was it? Yeah, Rodney Hinton. Yeah, Rodney Hinton killed an officer, and you just need to go watch the video, like, because these coppers look like they want to tear his head off, and he literally just smiles with his chin up, and he's just like, "Yeah, you killed my kid, like, Jimmy, for nothing." And they did. Like,
it's just a black fellow, is it?
Yeah, his kid was in a stolen car.
You've seen that clip, yeah?
Mad, like. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what the whole thing started, because we had histories all over that fucking Pear Street. Like, you don't try grab a child and not expect to be battered. Like, do you get me? They should have killed him.
Like, it's too many fucking happening too close. You know what I mean? Too close in time.
Here, where's the thing? Did you see what happened down Riversdale?
You used to hear about something like this, say, once every fucking, could be a year or 2 years even.
Did you know what happened in Riversdale? In Riversdale?
No.
The black fella living in the shed.
Oh yeah, I seen that fucking video. What was that?
Right down beside me, right? Fucking your woman went out to the shed, and your man had been living in our shed for months, 3 months.
Fucking, that's creepy.
Out the back.
There you go. Saw a young English boy being made say or convert to Islam by another Islamic boy. This shit our school's been doing. That's what's happening,
See,
man. Yeah, I've seen that as
Giddy
well.
now, Giddy be building a little fake shed out his back and locking these 2 dogs up behind him for ages.
I'm having myself a
Yeah,
beard, you know
man,
that. Fuck it, I think it's time to have a beard, isn't it? So
You have to do the opposite, Giddy. You have to get a few Muslims and then lock them in their shed and convert them to Christianity.
You can't look at it. I find them all just mad, to be fair. It's not even, do you know what? They're not all Muslims, aren't the fucking same. I won't even fucking say it. Like, do you get me what I'm trying to say? The ones who were here years walking there, I whatever credit to them. But to see the ones that are here living in all them we pass centres and just walking the streets and all, like I'm out walking from 4 o'clock in the morning, right? I don't know if you know this bit, but I'm back walking with full time. And I'm in the city centre from 4 o'clock in the morning onwards to about fucking say 1 o'clock in the day doing deliveries, right? And you want to see the amount of people think it's all the junkies and crackheads, and it's not.
Really, John? Hope you're
All
well.
of them foreign men are just they're everywhere. Like every part of the town. I'm like, wow, man, this shit's crazy. They're not even in pass centers anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like they're out on the prowl, do you get me? Because you see people still coming home from nights out, do you get me? And they're just lurking everywhere. Like, everywhere they are.
But I can imagine the amount of shit that's not been reported, you know, like, on people, the amount of shit that's been silenced, you know, on a tax line. I mean,
100%. 100% agree with you, peeps.
There's going to be a change Ireland as well because they're bringing these men into these pass centres. They're paying them less money. So that means they're going to bring the rate down. So you're going to have to compete with an Irish person. An Irish person is going to want more money. Obviously, the migrant's going to get the job. That's the way I see it. That's going to keep on happening. They're bringing 480 a day.
Mousy, subliminal messages in movies, right? Go back to RoboCop years ago. You put up the crime, you can put up the crime rate in an area. The price of the houses drop. They go in and buy up all the land. They privatise the police. You know, it's all happening now.
This is only the start of it. Only
Do you know, that's a fair point. I never actually really fucking. Yeah, how come there's one? Just a quick question, right? How come there's just one comment pinned? Whoever's pinning the comments, can they not just do that all the time instead of having to go back into the comments and read them all the time?
Is that right now?
No, that was handy. Like, so see comments that are worth reading. Like, so obviously when something's being said and somebody says something in the comments and the user's saying it, and I ain't going in looking. Otherwise, it just keeps going out. But somebody keeps pinning comments up, and it's just handy to read it.
That was me pinning that one that time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We thought that was somebody in the comments doing that.
Because now she was saying that some English boy was made convert into Islam.
Right.
In some skill.
Do you know what a weird fact about it is? About the whole fucking shit that we all go on about? We both religions, we believe in the same God. It's crazy. Excuse me?
No. They believe in a completely different fucking thing to what we do.
No, hold on. Boots. Muhammad is the only thing different, that they believe the prophet, where Jesus is our prophet. But Allah, translation to God. That's all religions pray to the same God. We just have different beliefs. It's the same God. Allah just means God. Allah Akbar, God is great. They just have a weird meaning about it. All our prophets are different. You have to remember Jesus is in the Quran. It's fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what they're saying. You say Christians and Muslims. Christians and Muslims,
I'm sorry, Big Irish. I know you're saying like it's to say that it is the same God and all, but like
Muhammad is their prophet and Jesus was our prophet. Do you get me?
Yeah, but like one was Captain Caveman, the other one was doing Have you
100%.
actually seen? Have you actually seen the fucking
The
the old
league out there for them
devil
now.
turned up in the Middle East the other day?
Yeah, you're very nice one.
The which?
The devil turned up in the Middle East the other day. Well, last week or the week before it was.
Oh, I didn't see him.
A few days, it's in Revelations, a few days after the last pope or something dies, that the beast will rise. And now this fella called Abdullah is at the coming out and saying that right now, this is the crazy, crazy fucking thing is, he's an American, but he's called Abdullah. And he claims to be the successor of Jesus, the successor of Muhammad. You know, he wants to bring about this new religion. And then what happened today? You get another American in there, and he's the fucking Pope.
Yeah, but he's more. I think he's stands more. I think like he didn't even mention America in his speech. He mentioned the Peruvian people, though. He hasn't. He doesn't really have a. I think from what I gather from him, he when he left America, Peru, he went there, but he doesn't really have ties to.
Is he mixed race?
No, he's white. Like he is. He was born in America, and he moved to Peru. But like in his whole speech, he spoke about so many different stuff. But he then done one thing about the Peruvian people. Like he didn't say anything about America and all. But that, like the BBC and all were saying, how they never thought that the American would become a pope because they wouldn't have so much power then or something. But the fact that he is, but there was no mention from his mouth about America, not Atten. But he has the same. He goes on Pope Francis. He has it like he was elect. Pope Francis is the one who brought him into the Vatican. He was a part of the deacon for him. He was an advisor to him, so he follows the same principles as Pope Francis.
But right, don't they say in America now? That's where the beast comes from. The devil, Lucifer's tomb gets opened. Pope dies, and the warmonger from the fucking West, which what it is, it's always been at war for fucking years, is now running the Vatican. Just a theory.
I don't know, Bill. I'd be quite. Do you get me what I'm saying? Like I'm practicing my religion all the time. Do you get me what I'm trying to say? And I do. I don't believe.
I think it's infiltrated. To be honest with you,
I don't. To be fair, I'll say that.
The Antichrist in Islam. Yeah.
I think the Catholic Church in itself, just I want to clarify this, I think is wrong. And that's why I think Pope Francis changed the Catholic Church. Like I have to remember, like if any of them two black from Ghana or a Chinese person had to go in, see all like same-sex marriage and stuff like that would have been. They would have tried to change that, and even here in Ireland, they would have started to say that has to be frowned upon again. They would have changed the Catholic. That's where I think would have been a major change.
But you know what they're doing? They're breaking into these churches as well and using them as mosques.
well, yeah, go back. I think last year there was a church in America, wasn't it? A Catholic church, and it had its first man-on-man marriage, and it was struck by fucking lightning and burned down that day.
He didn't promote LGBT. He just said that he's not going to, like before, you have to remember, before Pope Francis became Pope, he was looking to retire because he didn't believe in the church anymore. He said because that's where they're returning to. The church had changed their views, as when they say back in time when the church started, they were the people who were out on foot trying to preach, say, and now they stopped and they were just expecting people to come to them.
But the Vatican has acknowledged already that that Islam is starting to spread and it's going to take over if something is not done. They are saying that they're vocal on it.
What Ulysses has said there, yeah, about Pope Francis. Since he's passed on, yeah, they said that wokeism is going to die, and also the Muslim religion, the way it was supposed to overtake, is going to also die. And the next pope, like there was a black pope that was, you know, he could have been ranked to go in as the next pope, but he didn't because of his structure about wokeism, about.
I believe your man is like he won't allow certain things that like he'd be very like Pope Francis, like as in like he doesn't want to spread it that way around. That's why I think if the man from Ghana had got in, certain things would have been majorly different.
What's the story, Jerry? Munich. What's the crack?
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, if you wanted to live the Muslim way, show me one country that has ever had peace where the Muslim religion has been.
I don't agree with the Muslim religion.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, everywhere they've touched, they've caused wars. They've tried to overtaken. The women are not allowed to do nothing. They get, things happen to them. Do you know what I mean? They're covered up head to toe. And even in places that have plenty of money, they're even like that. So if they did manage to get into Ireland, could, like, honest to God, any man here, right? You think about this for just 2 seconds. You're with your missus, and she by accident she showed her face to another man, and an elder decides, I need to whip her for what she's done. And you're the man, and you've got no say in that matter, and he whips her in front of you for showing her face. Or the other side
Maybe
is
around it.
a man beats the living shit out of his missus, and when she goes down to the cop shop turns around and says, well, you
Jasmine.
should have listened to your man. Because that's the way they work. That's
I think
their...
it's completely wrong, the religion, how they treat their women and everything. Like, I think it's disgusting.
Look
There's
at
no one way of
Afghanistan.
defending
Look, like,
it.
Afghanistan is a prime example. It's disgusting. They're not even allowed to talk to each other on the street. They're not allowed to have friends. Like, imagine being told that you're not allowed to talk to other women, and it's certainly not other men unless you have a chaperone with you.
Yeah, it's just
And it's
disgusting.
So, like, when did the Catholic religion ever do that?
Oh, we have
Like,
our
I
own
know they
fault as
done
well.
that bad things before
We
anybody
have
gets on me.
we have our bad fucking
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
So look at, like, I'll say this again. You know that person that's died a year ago, the other day.
That's right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
mad actually.
look, look at that. Look at that actual incident. Look at him. Yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning, his missus used to console him, and he used to hold himself because of what they done to him. And he always wanted
No,
me
I
to
think
say
it's
that.
wrong. I don't really want to be talking about him, to be fair.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
all
he
right.
always said,
It's not.
no,
It's
in all
not. It's not
fairness,
the
Big
place.
Irish,
It's not. It doesn't
he,
matter,
he,
Giddy. I want to stop. It's not the place for it. It makes no sense even why that's even been brought up. To be fair.
no, I'm just saying, because a lot of people turn around and say, yeah, the Catholic Church, this, that, and the other, right? At the end of the day, the Catholic Church done bad to a lot of people throughout
That's
the
what I
years.
was going to say. There's no need to bring this. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean?
No, he wanted the world to know. That's being straight up with you. He did.
I just think it's not the right
I
place
understand
either,
where you're
man.
coming from as well, but
Now, what are we
Yeah.
talking about? I zoned out for a minute.
yeah, you're just
Nothing.
stoned your hair.
I
That's
just
why.
think. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
really? I'm not even messing.
You must be whacked there, you boots.
Yeah,
Stone
I got
yourself.
some,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no, I
but
don't agree
anyway,
that the women should be covered up.
getting
And I
back
don't
to
agree.
like
Do you know what I mean?
Islam
I
will
didn't
never
mean.
hit
I
this
didn't mean to
country.
change the whole thing like that. I just didn't want to be talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I miss him as well, like, obviously.
As I just think, okay, Gabby. Anyway,
It's like, I'll talk to you someday and you'll understand what I mean.
yeah.
Like, I'm private, you know what I mean? And you'll understand what I mean then. But look, I say not there now at the moment, but the Catholic Church has done it, like those things with the babies and all that. You
yeah,
know,
but that's
they
what happened,
waited.
Gary, when the state gave power. And what happened there was they were testing out a lot of vaccines back then, and Ireland was still a fucking testing ground. Even today, like, that's still treated us like shit. Nothing has fucking changed.
No, do you know? I'll tell you what makes me sick. I'll tell you what made me sick about it all, right? The whole lot of the Catholic Church is that the government says, oh, we're going to start investigating into them now. Yeah. Most of them people that were involved are in their 90s or passed away. What use is that now? Why didn't they do it 20 years ago or 30 years ago? When they were alive and well and they could,
So that's why they're not allowed now doing the investigations until after their death, isn't it?
something like that, yeah. 50 years it's put away for. Like, that's fucking wrong on so many levels. Do you know what I mean? But again, there's another religion that does it. Do you know what I mean? I think every religion has its own bad points. what are them ones that bleed and cut their back? What are they called again? Are they Sunnis or something like that?
Idiots.
No. Seriously, they're called Sunnis or something like that, and they're Muslim as well. They are. But what they do is for
Are they not
a
the ones?
religious.
Are they sheiks, the one that wear the head things, aren't they?
Yeah, they're Indians. They're like they're very peaceful people. Believe it or not, they just don't wash.
Ah, just
They're
don't
the
wash
ones
their hair.
that wipe their ass with their
The
hands,
most they
is
do is pong. They all fucking
Thank
wipe their
God
arse
for
with their left
Facebook
hand.
and new things.
it? Sorry, Eddie, go on.
They all wipe their hands. They all wipe their arse with their left hand.
Yeah, that's
So
right, yeah.
make sure you shake with the right.
I'm left-handed and right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
and anyway, yeah, Indians are all right. They're harmless to anybody. Like, look at the shit that's happening in these countries. And
You
anyway,
mad?
like,
India and Pakistan are about to go to war, man. They're about to kill each other. You nuts?
yeah,
They
I know,
chop
I know,
each
yeah.
heads off.
And India
They're
will
just
win.
bad.
And India will win. They've got the power now. They've got the firepower. They built it up over so many years now.
They're too
They'll
lunatic.
absolute what?
They're too
Well,
lunatic. Country.
you see under the thing where fucking Pakistan is not allowed to use its Tomcats. Under the agreement of them getting it, under the agreement of getting the Tomcat, it was only for other defences that was going on back then. But now if they use them, the American says that they're going to stop sending any parts whatsoever over. So like if they get any damage on them, they're going to run out of parts and not be able to use them. So the best thing is to keep them
No, it's
grounded.
just where it might turn off. I don't know why. But it's saying that losing power on the phone
Huh?
here.
Plug your phone in.
Yeah.
Is your
It's
phone
going
on
down.
charge?
Yeah, it's on charge and all.
Plug the plug
Yeah,
out and plug it back in. It could be just shorting.
But it's nearly coming to closing anyway, so no worries, Mousy. So if it does go, everybody, just to let you all know, it's like 2 hours. So the next one that we come in on the next live, just so we can get this out real quickly before if he does go. The next live that we have next Thursday, we're actually going to play. Well, we're going to try finding a recording of a person that was acting like a child to one of these people that are Muslim, and
Who's this?
how they actually groom the children. So we have somebody that was like, you know, talking to a man, a grown man that was in Pakistan or whatever he was, and he said he'd come to London to meet her if she was going on holiday, and he'd also come to Ireland if she lives in Ireland in order to be with a 13-year-old child. So don't miss out on next Thursday because that one, a good listen. It's 22 minutes long, and believe me, you look at people in a different light that are coming in that are Muslim.
But don't show the whole 22 minutes in one go. Just clip it.
No.
It's going to be very.
recording. No, it's a recording. It's not a video. It's a recording.
It doesn't
And we
matter.
actually
It's
have-
going to
yeah,
be a
we
long
have-
22 minutes.
Well, yeah, actually see the whole point of it, Mousy, is that you're getting indulged by it by listening from the very start to the finish because how innocent she acts through it. Okay, I'm not going to let too much away, but let me tell you something. Come in and just listen. This is how they start to groom children. Okay, this is what they do, and when you hear the zealous in this man towards a child, you'll understand what I mean. It's just please come in next Thursday. Just if this goes off, we're finishing up at what about 9:30? Is it?
Yeah. No, about, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn off.
If it
Yeah, are you
doesn't turn
still
off,
down the other
9:30.
place, dudes? The two years. Are you still in the other thing down there? By me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, is one of the mornings or afternoons.
What in the pump?
Pump. You made that sound very sexual. Now in the gym.
Yeah, pump up the jam. Yeah, fucking, you're there next month, bro.
Come here, fucking. Why is it on your phone now?
Oh, it's not that you can put it on your phone. You want still have the tag if you want.
Well, why have it on my phone?
Yeah, you can go on the
Is
phone
there
or you
any
can go on the tag.
cards and all that. And I scan in. It's mad.
Yeah, it's just the same. It's no difference. It's nothing. It's all getting decorated and nice and cleaned up and all as well.
I have to say, yeah, because I was up there already and fucking I was like, it's completely different than when I was up here last.
It's a good
There's a
little
lot more
place.
in it.
Joy Sheridan. Just after reading the comments there.
There's a lot more like machines and stuff.
Nice and handy on the 60 coal now.
Nice and handy on the
Comfortable.
60 curl.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm calling now at the moment. Just 59 and I'm calling it and it's comfortable.
Very good.
Loving it, man. Absolutely loving it. We got burned out a couple of weeks ago now. We did take a week off, but the rest of it we've been in.
That's the week you need to push harder.
Oh, stop. It's a killer. It absolutely murders you.
I'm still born out.
You're
Now
just
she's doing
fucking
62.
old man now. He's falling apart. His arm is fucking in bits. It is.
Now
gonna
she's
be a
pushing
fucking-
62. Big words.
What is it?
Now she's pushing 62.
62. Oh, stop. Imagine being 62. What age are you now, Mouse?
I'm only 47.
Mm,
I'm only a nipper.
I'm
Oh,
still
no.
a pup.
I'm old. I'm 47.
Well, I'm an old fat bastard then.
Your words.
I'm fucking 49 now. 50 next year.
Are you? Dude,
Yeah.
how old are you?
Don't hold you for.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought you were older than me. No,
Oh, yeah. By the way, Big Irish, here's a
What?
good laugh for you. Mousy has 2 kids from one relationship, has 9 from another.
What?
That mouse is going from house to house.
This dilemma.
What's the name? You've 9 kids from one and 2 from another. I go out and whack somebody and just do a prison sentence. I tell you. 11 kids. I tell you now, would shoot me worst time in the head and do fucking 20 years over it. I'm fucking serious. I would, man. 11
No wonder I'm
kids.
broke.
3 that I can just about handle. You're mad. Fucking 11
Sure, man,
kids.
there's a family down the road with me, and he had about 11 kids or something like that, I think he had. And he's over in the pub one
That's
day.
just greedy.
His wife cooked it dinner, and he never turned up. He's over in the pub, so she went over with the dinner on the plate and fucked it into the pub. There's your fucking
Fuck
dinner.
off.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
your man
she
turned
went
around.
on P45
The
the
man
next
turned around from
morning,
the pub and turned around and said, "See you, Des, you're a bird." And then he says, "And you're a bird as well," for fucking the plate in.
Imagine the embarrassment.
Imagine they're both doing that. Fucking
Oh,
hell.
she'd get a P45 the next morning, told to get the fuck. Good luck, yeah, head the body. Yeah. Do you know what I
That'd
mean?
be funny to see, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, could you imagine? Definitely she came over with the plate of dinner and put it on front of you and said, "You prick," and handed you your dinner. Like, do you know what I mean? And said, "At least she still loves you." Like, do you know that type of thing? That'd be a bit of class, like. But I mean,
I
if
I
you
tell you
fucking
what,
at
I tell you,
fucked
do you
it
ever
in the
see
door.
ever see that one with your woman on the bus and the 2 travellers? Like, she's a travelling girl and he's a travelling boy.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
And she's giving it large and she says, "Do you know what? I'm going to find a man tonight and I'm going to fuck him. And I'm going to make sure it's a good one."
It's kind of
I swear to
vegan.
God, man. Huh?
And the power's all right, lads. It's gone back up.
Happy days. We're getting till 10:30 anyway.
I think it was too hot or something.
Yeah, the phones get like that.
Yeah, I'm going to put out there again, lads, while everybody's in the live. We have Buy Me a Coffee on there. If anybody wants to help us out as regards to keep the channel going, and also getting to the places to let everybody see what's going on. Use Buy Me a Coffee if you want. Doesn't matter how little, it all helps. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. So the next protest is one the 7th, isn't there?
She must have a funny looking clown's pocket.
They're putting up there, Giddy has up there.
Imagine, like, you know what I mean? 11 kids, man. I'd be sending
Billy
it to
putting up
Toby
there
for
to buy him a
an
coffee. I'm
hour.
putting one up there to buy me a curry.
Tying that shit up.
What, you want a curry, do you, Bills? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
No,
buy me a curry.
Allow me
I
curry, is
suppose
it?
I've got, to be fair, I've got 10 aunties and uncles on one side and 9 on the other. My nanny was a slut. My divine, my nanny was a slut.
Ah,
Me both
Jerry.
nanny was sluts.
That's what they called the nuclear family, wasn't it? The fucking
Wow.
baby
I was just
boom.
thinking of that
Baby
there.
boom.
Like, one of my, two of my aunties, they're twins, they were in drawers. That
But
was just
even
like,
Yeah, that's right. That
in
is
your family grown up.
big Irish. That's true. That is. See
there's
that
10
about
of
in
me,
the
there's
drawers.
10 of me, so I 10 aunties and uncles on my ma's side and
No,
then
like
9
in
on
yours,
my
like in your between your man and dad, many kids.
They're now
3.
walking again, and the sky is there.
Yeah, there was double that in my gaff.
What's in the
I guess
sky?
it's not a famous lamp shade skin pocket. And he's like, but no, we can't even. The way I'm not to be calling people sluts and all. My nanny, my two nannies were little. My granddad's were dirty bastards.
Yeah, of course. He went and walked, drank, and then fucked. There was no television back then.
But I have to say, me two granddads were two gentlemen. I would never, do you get me? I will. I have me not me bout them. They were. Do you get me? I come from a
You
good
must have
family.
a funny like a clown's pocket.
Especially from being on body, like, do you get what I'm just saying? It's like,
That's
oh
what
my
my
God.
auntie that's down your way. From Balliol, she has fucking 21 kids.
What?
My
Now
auntie
she's
that's
taking the piss. Now come on. 21.
yeah.
Imagine what horse social welfare was a month.
You know, I don't know whether you'll grab hold of what I'm saying here, but do you remember the Herald on the nice road?
What?
Do you know what I'm saying? The Herald
Oh,
newspaper.
yeah.
You know the person that used to do it? No, you don't, obviously.
Why on it?
I can't say his fucking name on here, can I?
Why?
Oh, I'm not going to say his name on here.
Give me an initial. Give me just the first initial.
Let's say Teabag.
I haven't announced what's on it.
Right, well, it doesn't matter. Then I'll
I
talk to
hate
you
when you
again.
do this. You talking
But anyway,
code. It's like
no, I
shit.
can't. No, I'm not doing it on here. I'm not putting out fucking cousin's name on here. But anyway, point is, 21 kids. And anyway,
Oh, stop. I need to do this every Thursday. This is fun. Have a
yeah,
joint
you're
and
only.
an out there, Moretti. Yeah,
Oh no,
listen,
that's fucking book. I never touch that shit
yeah,
again.
fact, listen, even when I was living in Liverpool for all them years in the pub and all, yeah, never in my life do I drink lager. Rotten, never in my life. Somebody handed me a bottle of beer Moretti not so long ago, man. I was like, what the fuck is that? That is beautiful. Sexy.
And what did you say it was?
Beer Moretti.
Do you know that shit that we were drinking in that chip shop, Mousy?
What's shit?
Shit.
Remember the
750 a
beer?
point.
Remember
Are you
that
messing
beer
with
we
me?
were drinking?
Oh yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Should've
mad
gone
money.
football team. Post
£7.50 for a little small squid. You got bleeding 2 subs out of it. It was gone.
No, this what I'm telling you now is delicious. 2 cans of that when they come in from work.
It's
Telling you now.
muck.
It's not.
But
It's
Guinness is too
fucking.
heavy as well.
I stopped drinking the Guinness. Can't do it anymore. It's just can't.
I can't do any of that because of the Ozempic.
Are you on Ozempic?
Yeah.
Well, you
No
drink
way.
the whiskey.
Irritate you. I could drink whiskey. Jack Daniels.
I know
And a
somebody who
bump.
took that Ozempic, and you want to see the weight that she lost. My dear boy. She
Fucking, I
lost
must
half
be
her body weight.
immune to the fucking shitting.
To be fair, right, Giddy,
Paul said, yeah, 21 kids. Geez, she had her own football team.
what's it called, McGlycogen or whatever it's called, that's in the Ozempic, yeah? You
Yeah.
should buy that, like, in
Say
full. Does that make sense?
that again. Say that again.
So, what's it called? Let me look it up. It's the main ingredient in Ozempic. What's the name?
It's it begins with S. Can't fucking think of
No,
the name of it.
Semaglutide or whatever. Or
Yeah.
Semaglut.
Yeah.
Semaglutide. You can buy that like in a jar, like in a vial. Do you get me? With a syringe yourself, yeah, and mix it with saline water, like, do you get me, and put yourself, and it's much more powerful. That's what the girl I know done. That's how she done it. She didn't actually take Ozempic. She took the semi-glute or whatever. But she
Yeah,
lost
but
half her body weight. She
I
was a
don't.
big bitch. No offense.
Yeah, but I don't
But,
have it for that. I have it actually because of being diagnosed with diabetes.
oh,
So that's why I have to take it.
I don't know
It'll
how it
help me
works.
obviously lose weight as well, but
The Board
that's why.
podcast. Sorry, Paul.
You can get rid of diabetes, Giddy.
Yeah, I know. You can get rid of type 2, I know, yeah. But I've been in the gym for fucking like a
Jump
year
up,
Target
Paul.
away.
next year.
I mean, don't eat bread and stuff like that.
That's like saying have a stew with no bread.
That's
Are you
what
Yeah,
mad?
that's
just
what
drop.
that's what they
Giddy,
say,
it's
man. You
all about
can't have
carbs,
any
to be
bread
fair.
at all. If you
Giddy,
want
look at the
to
way I
use that,
lost. Do you get me?
You what?
Look at the way I lost, and it was all just on carbs. Take all the
Yeah, I
carbs.
know, I know. I'm well aware the carbs fuck you up, I know that. But look, I'll keep on going steady and surely. Like
Yeah,
up to now I've lost 12 kilo.
fair. That's 12 kilos. A lot. It's a
Yeah, in a
stone.
year.
Like, do you get me?
Yeah. It's going slowly but surely.
Yeah. Carbs would be
Keep
a
it soft
major
though.
thing.
he's only messing on there.
You get me?
Just be changing
Carbs
subject.
play a major player. Major.
You what, sorry?
Carbs.
I know, yeah, they
You,
fuck you up. And you know it's always the nice stuff that's carbs in it.
yeah, well, that's the bit you
Like
need to
who
cook.
doesn't like pasta? Who doesn't like a bit of bread? Who doesn't like
But there's
So we
so much
finished it
other
off.
stuff.
We finished it off by explaining what
Yeah.
dates that the protesting on the last 2 dates of the
Sorry.
Cork one, sorry, and the Dublin one.
who?
Apologies.
The 2 protests.
So there's
Can
one
you-
on the 7th of June, and that's down in Cork City. And the other one is on the 22nd of June. That's in Dublin City.
And it's the same place in Dublin, is it? Garden Remembrance. Everybody's meeting up.
Yeah, Paul,
Is it?
I'm well past being fat shamed. Trust me. I love my big fat belly. It's fucking great, it is. And the lefties absolutely. Do
No,
you know what?
don't
I
fat
lighten up
shame.
that day when they see me.
No, nobody's fat shaming.
No, it's not that. It's like fucking. They still put me picture up on over there, so I'm still living in the head.
Sure, they have a bleeding profile of me, man, on TikTok, don't they? Derek
Yeah.
Ratty wrong.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So they put fucking me, Mousy, Tinker, and Paul, and put us up saying that we're part of Gangland Ireland.
Mm.
Fucking
Yeah.
idiots.
Bog
Do you
Trotter as
remember
well.
what's your one's name? Elaine. Do you remember Elaine? Went.
Elaine from
Do you
Cork.
remember? Yeah, do you remember? And then Ting played and put the video out about her. And at the start, big Irish, yeah, fat cunt.
Nice,
Did you never see the video now?
No, I'm trying to recall back to this now. Go on.
So do you remember fucking she was saying who was live was in? Remember she tried to pay me as Antifa.
Yeah,
And
I
told
remember
her.
that. I
Remember
remember
I
that.
said, like at the end of the day, I said, I'm like on the front line, I'm there all the time. I said, you try to get me killed. Do you know what I mean? And I said, I was straight to her, I said, Lord, have you? Do you know what I mean? There's not at the end, I'm not even say it on here what was said on TikTok. Anyway, but she fucking went to she was, oh, you fuck me, you think I just had to do blah, blah. But somebody was watching that live and
Danger, man.
basically fucking made a video about it and released everything about her. Like, do you get me? Her real name, her fucking address, everything over it. Do you never see her now?
Oh, she's back online. She is now.
She was going out with the American. What was your man's name?
There's a few things there. I wouldn't even go into it because could be people listening.
I don't care, man. She's a dope. But come
Yeah,
here.
she is. Yeah.
Ah, stop. Yeah, I know who her
Somebody
brother
else-
is, man. You get me? But like,
No,
I have to remember.
somebody that I know wore his heart on a sleeve and realised that she's just a fucking yoke.
There was a few
Who
of
is
them,
this?
but yeah.
That's who is talking about?
Elaine, Derek Blythe's sister.
Terry Blue's sister.
Quarter sister.
Fucking
Quarter sister.
She does a lot of lives on what's it called, X, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know. She was at the
Yeah.
start. She was doing a lot for the water protest. To be fair to her, like credit where credit's due, like you get me. And that's kind of where she just jumped on. Then on when she came on to TikTok and it was all protest, but there was a lot of just stuff there with her, like you get me. But like, I think you were in town even like when Jen Snow was up, like and Derek Williams said like he wants nothing got to do. Like, do you get me? Like she's just it's off of views for her. Like, do you get me what I'm saying?
Oh, she told me that they were going to get me in town. They were. And I was
She's
like,
from
look,
line
I'm
like
there
people
riding
now.
around fucking town
You're
looking
mad.
for Derek.
Tuesday.
Like,
Front
say
line every
Derek-
day. You're mad.
said to
Taking
Derek,
charge of
"Why-"
left, right, and centre fees. He's like, cunts, get your boat, man, get your facts right, you feel like. Do you know what I mean?
smoking too much of that wacky backy, making a paranoid.
I don't know, well, anyway. But that's people just need to fucking start doing what they say online. That's all. Like if you're online saying what you are, you can be like get out onto the days of the protests, you know what I mean? Like the only thing like I'm not allowed near the New Pass Centre. We get caught in New Pass Centre and locked up straight away. Like, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you lose everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it's the same as a few people that is now at the moment. But you see that Tinker and Paul bet the
A year
charges they did.
a year and a bit later and I still have bad conditions on me. For
You
what?
bet the charges, Giddy.
Yeah, they bet the charges. They went in and said that like it's against the constitutional right, blah 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 blah. Held their ground and they were acquitted.
Mm.
Yeah, but the Tinker had loads of charges, man, didn't he?
Acquitted.
All of them.
Everything acquitted as far as I'm aware.
Like, I'm sure he had a few more than everybody else. What about
Look,
your
at the
woman
end of
over?
the day,
The one,
they're
what about the
shutting
one
down
over
the
in
biggest
Tallaght?
waste.
Oh, sorry, what about the one over in Clondalkin?
They won't be asking you to pay.
I don't know. Like, I didn't hear. I just saw them when they
What's
came out
that
in
called?
court over in Blanche.
But the
What's
one
that
that big
called?
Irish, the one that big Irish up for, the one in Tallaght as well.
Yeah, that is got. That's being acquitted, isn't it? That went to Blanche, was it? Big Irish.
No. Mine is just I'm set for trial now. Like, you know, she's gone to she's doing her hardest. Like, anyway, I'm not talking about nothing. I'm not out. Anyway, Paul, what's the thing with the water charges there, bro?
They want to try bringing the water charges back in, don't they? They said that they try
Fuck
bring it back
off.
again. Yeah.
But sure, they took all the meters out, did they?
Well,
No,
probably left. No, them they
Did they
left them
not
in the
do?
ground.
no, definitely not.
Oh, I'm nearly sure we're taking out on Spittle when we lived on Spittle. Maybe
After all your hard work boots, huh?
Did you put them in? Did you?
I didn't be shy.
No, you didn't put them in. No, you tried to
Oh.
stop them going in.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Boots,
they.
tell them a bit more.
Oh, funny.
Boots.
Not at the
there?
minute. Yeah, not at the minute.
He's cabbage. He's like me. While the people are obeying during COVID, they installed all the water meters. Water meters are installed years before COVID, weren't they?
Did you see that with fucking Grip Media as well? A woman that wouldn't answer the question when she was asked.
Him and her and Paul Murphy. What's one name? Ruth.
No,
What is
Ruth
it?
Copper Fanny.
Ruth Cobbin,
Yeah, Ruth and Paul
fucking
Murphy.
Ursula
Fanny.
Ruth
Gummidge.
Hardy Games Copper Fanny.
Well, come here. Fair play to your one from the mirror. Now you have like she was like. At the end of the day, he like to get me. He has the right like to ask a question, and fair play to him for saying, well, like if you aren't going to answer a question, we're not going to ask you any more questions. And that's
done
what
that
Yeah,
very-
he didn't entertain them.
Yeah, one from the mirror done that very smart. Done that very smart. She did. Very
only
clever.
build apartment houses are set up for water meters. Yeah, but no, I don't know.
No, your woman from the mirror, she done that very clever. She was very smart the way she done that. Picking up for so-called far right, yeah? A paper that always spills hate about other people and all this sort of shit. That's the way like that Ruth was putting it. And at the end of the day, she jumped on that bandwagon for people to go, oh yeah, look at the mirror standing up for this now.
I
actually don't think she gave a shit about the mirror. I actually think, as a journalist herself, I think she just went out like she has the right to ask why doesn't he have the right to, I don't think she actually gave a shit about the fucking
They
countries
know
to go for.
they know there's a change coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, do you get me? And I think
The government are going to start running to the hills now soon.
Now you see,
I
this
think
is where
you have to remember, like, journalists also
market.
don't have certain, like, their bosses are probably saying you can't run that story, you can't do that, you can't do this, like, you know what I mean? Where
Yeah, that's
Grift
why
are
they
just
have
like, we're
editors, innit?
doing what we're doing, and that's the end of it.
But that was
Excuse me, that was
out on a
real.
live. That was, like, you know
Doing
what I mean.
what?
So it was on a live, and people saw it on a live as live feed. And they like, to be fair, people before profit made a right fucking asshole of themselves.
Yeah, definitely did.
So
Yeah.
super. She's fair.
You know, not to even just answer the question, like who does she think she is? But then again, that fucking big baldy cunt beside her, he doesn't have a clue what his child's gender is. Like, what is fucking wrong with these people?
Yeah, do me a favor. Somebody explain that situation, because I hear this all the time, but I actually haven't a fucking notion. What is this about him not knowing about his kids? Like, what?
He wants the child to grow up and choose what gender it wants to be itself, as if the child
Like, is he
was a
just
fucking
being a
no.
fucking asshole?
For votes. This is
Or
all for votes. Nothing
so,
else. That's why
So
everything they're doing is for fucking
wait,
votes.
here, I have one for you, right?
would you not just kick your husband or your fucking wife if they said that to you? Like, you'd be like, hey, who the fuck are you, man? Yeah, well, it's a
Go
boy.
back 20 years,
Or
go
it's a,
back 20 years, and that would have been the mindset of the entire fucking country. Like, you know, now it's like, what the fuck is going on?
No,
You
hold
know,
on. I'm
your
gonna give
child
you.
can't decide. You're the parent. You get
I'm gonna,
told at birth that you check yourself at birth, and you know exactly from there,
I'm
that
gonna get
point.
here. Boots,
But yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna give you another one here, right? This will fucking make you laugh now, right? I actually have the content on my
oh,
page, right? So this woman that's in the UK claims, right now, claims that a newborn baby should give you permission to change its nappy because you
Yeah.
see its genitalia.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm very serious.
you say that to my 2-year-old. It's a nightmare
Yeah,
trying to
say
change
that
it.
to a
You know?
fucking 3 or 4 year old. If you still what?
Well, look, that only means one thing. They're just going to stand there and wait until they smell fucking shit, right? That's it. It needs to be changed. That's
No,
it.
no, they're talking about a 1 year old baby.
So didn't somebody ring the police there the last while and say that their dog was trying to unalive themselves?
I don't like.
They did. I swear. That was one of their complaints.
That motherfucker. I paid to listen to that one.
So annoyed.
And
You
you
ever
not
see
see
that
that
episode of South
in
Park where be a woman, what's her name? Fucking Hilton. And the dog trying to unalive itself in the back of the car with the gun, trying to swipe his paw on the fucking trigger.
What is it?
Saw that episode of South Park with Paris Hilton.
No,
And
I can't think
she fucking kidnaps Butters. And she wants
No.
Butters to be a new little pet because every dog she had unalived itself. No
No, I
pictures.
can't think.
Open the picture book. There's one hanging in the closet. And the
I've
one
never
that she
seen
has, like, pulls a fucking, like, a thing out of her purse and puts it up to its head and starts getting its back paw trying to hit the trigger.
it.
Oh, man.
Imagine
I've
ringing
never
the
seen
police and fucking telling your dog's trying to beat and commit suicide.
Did you see that thing about your woman that brought the other one to court because her cat got anxiety? The cat was on fucking anxiety pills because your woman's fucking dog attacked it.
Is that Judge Judy thing or something?
come
It
here,
was
did you
something
see
like
all
that. I
those?
was thinking to myself, the vet is milking the fuck out of them two.
Do you not see all those fucking mad things that are in fucking Germany and fucking I think it's Berlin, and they're all dressed up as dogs.
Oh, the 40s, yeah. I
The
seen them
40s,
getting there over here. I seen them. I fucking
there
seen
was an
them.
event. Do you know Kenny's in Inchicore?
What are they
Yeah,
called?
There was
The
there was an
boys.
event in there. There was an event in there for 40s one night.
in Kelly's, the old
Not
pub.
no, not Kenny's. What's the one the other pub in Inchicore down at the bottom?
Oh, the Black Lion.
No,
To
one
Connell
on
House.
the
Hey,
corner.
Connell.
Yeah, in there
To
there was a
Connell House.
40 event.
That's called. Yeah, that's a different name now, but Yeah, the Tyrconnell House it was.
It's owned by Albanians.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah,
No, I don't think so.
yeah. It is. Yeah, the
Is it?
restaurant beside it as well.
Is that not a Turkish restaurant, no?
No, it's what you call it. You know your man Eddie that owns the butchers there. He was telling me about it. He knows my family like a long, long time.
The ready is.
He's a butcher on the corner, facing the Black Lion.
We haven't a clue.
You part of the Furies, if the Furies, the footies. Are you part of them, Giddy?
Could you imagine?
Just comes a little dog.
Stop. I smell it.
Listen,
Fuck me.
Mousy, you must have A there in the background with you there.
Where's that? I did this there. Fresh. Put that out in the hallway because, oh my God, that stinks a bit.
Well, lads, gonna call this a wrap for the
Yeah.
night. Anyway,
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Lads,
it's
it's
been
nice
good.
being
So,
on.
next
Yeah,
week,
nice one, lads, for coming up, yeah.
so yeah, next week, just to recap, we're going to be
Yeah.
playing an actual real. What's the word I'm looking for? What the person who was actually doing the call? What
a
do you call it
recording
again?
of a decoy. We're gonna be listening to a recording of a decoy of something that was recorded a while back. You'll actually have listened to how people are groomed, how children are groomed. So
And how easy they do it. Yeah.
I'd be
So,
very lads, I'd be very careful playing something like that because
it's
If it's
legit,
very-
don't worry, it's legit.
you'd
It's
want to
legit.
be bleeping a few things out and stuff, to be fair. Because just in case you'd be. When just
no, there's nothing explicit. There's nothing explicit other than one or two things that are said, but that,
then
they're
one or
not,
two
like,
things that are being said, then bleep
no,
out
no, no,
because
no. Don't mean as explicit. It's just kind of like, it's the way that it's explained, but it's not like there's nothing pictures. There's nothing like that. Nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's up to your
yeah,
own
but
head.
unfortunately, we're all called the far right, but there's another crew called the far left who report and ruin people's accounts for the fucking fun of it. So
They
don't
can
give
try
them an
because
opportunity.
listen, this is being played on a different platform, and never a problem with it. Yeah.
Take care, Jerry. You look,
But look,
100%.
next
Paul,
week we'll see how it
is
goes,
on.
and we're in at 7 o'clock next week.
Miss Pigeon.
So
Am I saying
how
that
it
right,
goes.
lads? Pigging, yeah.
Right, night, Fjordies.
Well,
Take
hey,
care.
you
Am
God
I
don't
bless.
saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
what is
Shit.
What's
it?
that?
What are you looking at?
What is it?
Miss O'Muckalong.
So,
What are you?
Mrs. Pig and that, or something. We haven't a mouse neither, to be fair, mouse.
Pigging that, isn't it? Am I right? Yeah, take care, yeah. See you all
Right,
later.
take
Come
it
on, see
easy.
that. Nice
Take
one.
it
See
easy,
you later.
bro. See you later.
Jasmine, take care. Rhonda,
Bye-bye.
take care.
Bye-bye.
See you all later, yeah. Saladin, take care.